been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Password.
Ack.
Enter, brother.
What's up? With that password, you now have full access to this very fine radio program for the next 3 hours.
Not 2, not 3, not 4.
That's
not
right.
5.
Thank you, LeBron. No matter how you listen in, Fox Sports Radio, foxsportsradio.com, the iHeartRadio app, Sirius XM Channel 83.
Wow.
And now, live on YouTube.
We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Thank
Do
you,
it.
Bill, no doubt.
Do it.
That's right. Do it. Say my name.
Rob Parker.
Do it.
Say his name.
Kelvin Washington.
Kelvin.
Come true. Just do it.
That's right. And we are indeed the odd couple here on a Trash Talking Tuesday. Yes, indeed. And guess what? You'll need our phone number because we are, without question, the most listener-friendly national sports talk radio show on the planet. At least when people are still awake.
It's the only time it counts.
Sorry about
Aaron Maller.
that. Alex, you weren't here when we were talking about Aaron, right? Were you here?
I'm always here.
Did we talk with him?
We
were talking
didn't,
about
we didn't
Aaron
really
exclusively.
dive into it
Alex
yesterday.
wasn't
like we
here,
did.
right? He wasn't
Yeah,
here.
but
on
the joy she brings, I'm not going to lie, it's concerning.
Stop it. Stop it.
Rob G, look
Stop.
at your face.
Stop.
You know we're on YouTube, right? They see you blushing.
Alex, is it okay to be a godfather to somebody who has a wife? Like a godwife?
God wife is crazy.
That's
You
pretty
should have
good,
seen
Alex.
him, Alex. Smitten.
Stop
I
it.
bet.
All trip long.
Stop.
I told you, Alex, we're in a room full of 100 people. All you hear is loud people having conversations. Then y'all say here, Kelvin! Kelvin! I turn around like, who is screaming what? And they're like, Rob wants you to turn around. Aaron! Aaron!
I wanted him to meet her. He
Mind
hadn't
you,
met her.
Ben is 50 feet away, and he didn't even remotely introduce me to Ben yet.
That's all right. That's all
Aaron!
right.
And she's laughing like, what? And I'm like, well, you're part of our show. You just didn't know that.
That's right. Every day. All right. Write it down. Commit it to memory. 877-99 on Fox. For you laymen out there, 877-996-6369.
It's not trigonometry.
There you go. And if you hear feedback on the line, it's your own fault. It means only one thing.
You forgot to turn down the radio.
And if you call in here and have a problem with what we say, tough, because...
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. Do you have a problem? Turn off your station.
And with that said, always remember...
Sweetie Beanie. Yeah.
That's right. Let's go. Big show. Let me welcome in my co-host, Kelvin.
Washington.
There you go.
Kelvin.
What's
I
happening?
told you
You
Stephen
don't
A. did that.
understand. You don't understand. Just the facts.
He
Just the facts.
reenacted that in
Just
San Francisco. It's pretty
the
funny.
Rob, I was out yesterday. Did you make that remix yet about Sam Darnold?
Ooh.
Alex,
What?
why would you start with that?
Because I'm excited.
Yeah, the streets
Alex.
want to hear it.
Alex, Igsnay on the aren't doing it, A.
Here we go. Not
Ixnay.
paying up on bets.
What have you been talking about?
Rob G and you made a bet.
No, we just couldn't do I told you we could do it.
You the new Kevin in Culver City?
No, we're not.
You the new Big Vanilla Funny?
Stop it.
That's what I want to know.
No. Hey, I said Tuesday. We could get hey, Alex, you got plenty of time to get it together. Let's make it really let's do
You do know it's Tuesday, right?
No, next Tuesday.
Oh, okay. I just wanted you to specify.
And then Rob G, you could play it Tuesday, Wednesday, and then the following Tuesday,
Okay.
Wednesday.
So nice of you.
just the days you happen to not be here.
Am I not on?
Is that what? Because no, I got a text. That's just.
I
about
think
the
he
scheduling.
misremembers.
Okay. Just want to make sure. No, I'm good, man. You and I were talking, not to get all morbid and crazy, but just this Guthrie story is just Man, this is wow. The ransom. We and I were just talking about it. It's in my face right now. This is wild. It's like that. You wouldn't think that happened in the 2020s. You know.
If you watch old TV shows, it was big.
Right.
That used to happen. And blackmail, where
Yeah.
people have pictures of you,
Mm-hmm.
and you'd have to pay money and all that like that. Like you go watch. Like half of the Perry Mason episodes are about
blackmail. We got
blackmail
this
or
picture.
something.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like we put you in a compromising position, and you got to pay these people.
So it's the search for Nancy
yeah.
Guthrie. Yeah. Definitely
It's-
wishing that whole family the best. That's a crazy situation. But
No doubt.
everything's good, man. Trash Talk Tuesday, ready to do
We
it.
got a lot to get to today as well. Facing a peak season, that's right. Looking for a new team member. Workforce solutions, I should say, from Express Employment Professionals. Make hiring easy. That's right, easy. Visit expressbros.com to find an office and see how Express can help you hire smarter and faster. All right, so we got that. Let's welcome in the Odd Couple crew. We wouldn't be able to do this fine radio program without them, and we are in full effect on this Trash Talking Tuesday. Rob G is our producer. Blood Mexican is. Let's see you go. Alex is our engineer.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
Steve DeSager is at the anchor desk. He'll keep us updated throughout the program. And, of course, Elijah
Never heard of him.
is our
Never heard
social
of him.
media guru.
Did Sagar make it back?
Sago did make it back.
He did.
There you go.
Rob G, I think you look forward to that. Like, you can't. Wow, boy. Yeah. Y'all had us embarrassed in San Francisco. Everybody looking at it like, look at these racist guys.
Nah.
I needed the racist drop. I needed it myself.
Racist.
We're
If I
all
grow
good.
my beard out a little more, I could fit in with them.
You think so?
Yeah.
Who are them you're talking
Yeah, the
about?
thems
Who
was
are
a little
them?
crazy.
The you people.
Yeah, the you people.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's gotta be
them
racist.
folks.
Them people.
Well, that's
Yeah.
like Michigan, right? Isn't that the U?
The UP.
The U.
Yeah.
The U.
The U peoples.
You peoples upper.
I was
Peninsula?
almost there in Traverse
At least
City.
I said it. I said the you people. You know
No,
what I
I
mean?
got it.
I ain't gonna lie. When you go to Mackinac Island, did you ever go all those years in
Yes,
Michigan?
I did.
I was gonna say there was some. I kind of had to let some of our people know that we was free.
Free at last.
They didn't know. There were some people up there, Rob G. They don't know. It's like, hey, brother, you can go ahead and leave the island. We free.
Rob G, what'd you just say though right before that about
The beard.
no?
You
just mentioned something right before the Mackinac. I was gonna bring up a point, but I just forgot it. Ah man.
He
It was
said he
something-
fits in with those people, growing
if
out
I
a
would have grew
beard.
my beard out, I could fit in with Sagar's kind.
All right. Oh God. Rob G. LeBron James and the Lakers. Let's start there.
LeBron James
Had a lot to say last night.
Of course he did.
That ruffled some feathers.
Yeah, LeBron James and the Lakers found a way to lose another game last night against the Oklahoma City Thunder. No SGA, no Luka. It was a close game until the middle of the fourth quarter when OKC just blew their doors off them there at the end. And after the game, LeBron James was asked to compare, or if this game was like a measuring stick for his team and the defending champs. And LeBron's answer ruffled some feathers. Take a listen.
You want me to compare us to them? That's a championship team right there. We're not. We can't sustain energy and effort for 48 minutes. And they can. That's why they won a championship.
I don't have a problem with it. I think it's 100,000% true. I think anybody who's watched the NBA this year knows that the Lakers, we talk about it even when we don't get deep in the Lakers conversation because we were so obviously football driven. I didn't see what the problem was. I thought it's astute, it's accurate. The Lakers right now is comprised, don't have enough juice, they don't have enough legs, and they don't have the same capacity to play at hard level like the Thunder do. So I don't think that's crazy. What I do think is this is what happens when you've played 21, 2, 3 years. People get fatigued of you. They don't want to hear it from you anymore, even when it's actually almost you just being honest and telling the truth about what we all know and what we all see and what we all have seen all season. And I think that's where LeBron is now that, 23 years in, people are like, I don't want to hear from him. And to his own, where I say it's his fault, is he jumps in everything, every conversation, everything we didn't ask. He makes the things on social media about things so that even then when he actually says something that's truthful and honest and you're like, oh, I appreciate that, it's still tiring because you hear him from everything. He's no longer choosing his words, Rob. He's no longer choosing his battles. He jumps in everything, makes everything a story, puts himself in everything so that when, to me, one that's most benign, just an accurate statement, you're like, oh, man, how can he say that? Because they're not there. And I appreciate it. It reminds me of how we don't like when certain people do or say things. Like, if, God bless the dead, Kobe Bryant said that, we'd be like, man, Kobe be keeping it real. Kobe raw. He telling his teams what they need to hear. If Barkley, Larry Bird, guys I've seen a million times, if you read books, watch documentaries, watch them, watch their clips or live to see it, they say, man, we suck. Man, we ain't this. I know we don't think we went and playing like that. All types of things, and it was like, man, they're telling the truth. Look at them going at it. So I almost think it was a nothing, if you will, because he just was
totally disagree. This is typical LeBron, where he doesn't want to be held accountable that they're not another year of not winning. How the hell do you have Luka Doncic, where all these people last year, Rob G, correct me if I'm wrong, who picked who don't you want to see out west? Luka and LeBron, and now you're saying they don't have enough. They can't compete. For him to say that, yeah, are you going to give a refund to everybody, all the Laker fans? And you don't have to say everything out loud, okay? Like, you don't. I don't think it's fair for this guy who's an all-time great, and he has one of the youngest and biggest stars in the game playing with him. They have no shot. Really? Like, they have no shot.
Do you think they have a shot?
Do I think they'll win? No, I don't think they'll win, but I didn't think the Indiana Pacers were going anywhere last year either when they got into the playoffs. I did not. Because you remember all year they didn't play well. All year coming off their Eastern Conference final appearance the year before. At no point, we talked about it. At no point during the season did we think the Pacers had a chance, a snowball's chance in hell to get right. Not at all.
So
somehow they got into the playoffs and things started to click, and you make a big shot, and Luka could go off, and LeBron could find some energy, and I don't know, Austin Reeves could maybe decide that he can defend a little bit. I'm just saying. We're in February. Really? Like, the season's over. There's no chance that maybe somebody on OKC, I don't know, SGA gets hurt. Maybe the Joker re-injures himself. I'm just trying to say.
But that wasn't what was asked. What was asked was, how do you compare to them? They don't. They're a championship team. We don't have what that's the truth. He didn't say, we're never going to win anything. It's over. No. That's not what he said.
No, but that's not what he implied. He was basically downgrading his team. And you knew that. He didn't have to say they didn't win a championship last year. And all he could do, if you want to give them praise about, man, they play like a championship team. They won it last year. I'm not surprised at how they finished the game or whatever it is. But it doesn't have to affect anything that has to do, because just a year ago, less than a year ago, people were flossing the Lakers about their big three. Am I lying?
No, you excited. Once you you thought it would be a revenge Luka for the last bit of the season. You're like, oh, shoot. And, let's see what they can do.
And that's what we got last year. And the Pacers, I just want to give you, they weren't even in the top 10 of title odds last year, all right, entering the playoffs. And there were only 16 teams in the playoffs, and they weren't in the top 10. Nobody thought that they could do it, but they caught fire. They made big shots. And all I'm saying is, you could praise OKC without taking the energy or the air out of the Laker fans and the Laker teammates. If I'm a teammate, that's the way it came off to me. Was a way of complimenting OKC, but kind of trashing. Well, I ain't got nothing here, so don't expect it. Well, we ain't close to doing that.
I just didn't hear that. I heard.
That's what I heard.
Are you all? How do you compare to the current reigning NBA champs? And he said, we're not contenders, right? They're not them. That's why they're champs.
They didn't ask him about being contenders. They didn't ask him about being contenders.
He said compare to them.
We can't compare to them. Compared to what?
The champs.
No, but he was talking about in the game how they came together at the end and won the game.
He said,
that's not about whether or not you're a contender.
I don't have a problem. The leader of the team. Kobe Bryant called his own team soft. He called them. You got Larry Bird in a final series called the Celtics, his own teammates, soft. And if they ain't got no heart, they'll come out there. So what I'm saying is people say things about their team.
In that game, in the end, we didn't do, or we were too soft on defense. I don't think anybody, but that's not LeBron's history, and it's just not. It always is.
This is
an excuse to let people know that he can't win, and the reason he can't win is that he doesn't have enough, even though Luka's on the roster.
And that's my point of what people in this instance, they hear LeBron history, not what LeBron said. He didn't say anything that, to me, a single person who's been watching the NBA would go, what?
You're the only one.
No,
All right.
and I didn't hear a single thing. Now,
You're the only
LeBron's
one.
history makes you go, oh, here he goes. And I can understand that. 23 years, people are tired of him.
877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. Did you have a problem with LeBron saying that the Lakers team isn't a championship contender? We'll continue that conversation next with you. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington. That's right. We deliver insight, not just noise, right here on Fox Sports Radio. And you know what you need to do. Stick and stay.
For the dulcet tones of Kelvin Washington, the U.S. of A.
That's right. I'm going to give it to him, Alex. Ready to tackle your financial goals? With Webull, you don't have to sit on the sidelines, whether you're a rookie or a pro. Let me stop right now if they mess around and hire me to do that. Webull!
I like that.
Puts you in the game with tools that help you make the moves you want. Now, if you're talking about trading stocks, you want options, ETFs, or play the long game with cash management and retirement accounts, all in one platform, Webull's app pairs advanced analytics with real-time data so you can read the defense, adjust your strategy, and stay in control. And now meet Vega, your personal AI market assistant. Ask questions like, analyze my watch list, or what's the outlook for this stock? And get real-time stock analysis, volatility insights, and fundamentals that turn complex signals into plain English. Want a wider view of the field? Use Portfolio X-Ray to spot trends, manage risk, and optimize the performance of your portfolio. Stop punting your financial future. Stop punting your financial future. Join Webull's community to discuss markets, trending topics, and ideas with fellow investors. Download the Webull app today on mobile or desktop, Webull, or visit Webull.com.
Webull Financial.
I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before the new. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the Hall of Shame. I wish I knew how much I miss.
I will give you that he had a clean game, but I'm not going to buy into Sam Darnold. In fact, I'm calling him Scam Darnold. He scammed his way into a Super Bowl, writing a great defense and a kicker who set a record for field goals because Sam Darnold couldn't get the team in the end zone. We know he had the most turnovers in the NFL. Yes, 20. When you think back to his numbers all year, 25 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. It's not great. He had an okay season.
Mm-hmm.
His Super Bowl numbers, it was so bad that they picked a running back with no touchdowns to be the MVP because they couldn't give it to the defense. They didn't want to give it to the kicker, so the running back got it. Again, a clean game, but it was not spectacular by any stretch of the imagination. 202 yards, 1 touchdown, 74.7% quarterback rating. It was so bad, in fact, that Brad Johnson and Trent Dilfer had better quarterback ratings than Sam Darnold. Only in 2 games this year did Sam Darnold have a worse quarterback rating. I mean, that's how bad this was compared to the rest of the season. He shrunk when it mattered most in those big moments. Rob G talked about 2 touchdowns that he didn't deliver on in the red zone and a chance to blow this game open. Couldn't do it. 9-0 at the half. Celebrate him all you want. It was a mid-performance, and I'm not giving up the ghost that I'm buying into Sam Darnold that he's a big-time quarterback. He's not that quarterback who the Jets drafted and thought that their franchise quarterback would be. Is he suitable for framing? Can he get you a Super Bowl with a great defense and kicker? Yes, he can. But from here on out, he scammed Darnold because he scammed himself into a Super Bowl ring.
Scam Parker is what I'm calling you. Scam Parker. You sat up here, looked me in the eyes, and lied to me and the people who wake up every day listening to our show, going about their day, working hard, listening to the pod, ignoring their children and their spouses to listen to us. And they heard you say this. Hit me with that, Marion Rob G.
I will not believe in Sam Darnold until it's Super Bowl Sunday and he runs out onto the field.
He did.
With the Seahawks.
And then he ran up to the stage with a Super Bowl trophy. Do you believe in him? No. You give him another nickname, Scam Darnold. I'm so mad at you all season long. When you did it right, hey, Rob, you got it right. When that happened, you were like, hey, look, that happened. I said it would. And dang it, when you're wrong, I need you to be wrong. And when you tell the people you're going to do something, you need to believe in them. You said you would. Now let's get back to some things. You brought up this particular game. Grant you, he didn't look like the return of Joe Montana, Tom Brady, or John Elway. But you know what? Guess what? You know who else didn't? The guy who you said should have won MVP. You know what Drake May had in 4 games in the postseason? 6 passing touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
Well, I'll say this.
And was sacked, hold up, a NFL record 21 times. Now, the reason I bring that up is to say, Sam Darnold, you always bring up led the NFL in turnovers. And that's a fact. And I say, hey, I can't argue with you. Only thing I would say is, hey, he's been on a 3-game win. Hey, he looked great against the NFC Championship game against the Rams. Hey, he looked great in that fourth quarter against the Rams, a few weeks back. He's been great since then, including the postseason. You thought he was great yesterday? Specifically, Rob, with the turnovers. He did not turn the ball over a single time in the postseason. It was
a clean game.
Which was
wasn't
huge,
a great game.
though. But that's huge in a game like that because turnovers ultimately can turn around and be the thing. And this is what he did. He didn't make all the big throws. He didn't have 300, 400 yards. But what he did was get his team down the field enough to get said field goals. I admit, it was boring. We all wanted more action. But he got those field goals, which were enough to give them a nice 12-point lead, and then ultimately 19-0, and then the Patriots scored a couple. But my point is, he had to do what Drake May couldn't do. And Drake May couldn't make some of the throws that were there because he was seeing ghosts, ironically enough, which is what Sam Darnold said back when he was a Jet. Sam Darnold did enough. He didn't hurt his team. We piled on to C.J. Stroud because he hurt his team. He was the reason they lost. When you have a great special team, you're well coached, and you have a good defense, you go out there and do what you're supposed to do. He did that, so you got to put some respect on it. Robin Kelvin. Check out the new YouTube. We're right now on it, simulcast, and Elijah's got us up there looking great.
How does this brown look, Elijah? All right?
Yeah, you had a t-shirt?
Racist.
What? I didn't mean my skin. I meant the shirt.
Well, I'm not going to lie. I said, look at us on YouTube, and then you said, how's this brown look?
That's got to be racist.
That sounded a little. Like, I know what you meant, but it just sounded,
That's
something
all.
ain't right, but I'm still riding it.
There you go.
Still am.
And Alex, what'd you say to me? What can brown do for you? Or something like that?
I was asking, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you teaching today?
I did teach.
Yeah. I can always tell. It's a
Whatever
level.
right.
It's a level of button up.
Wow.
You'll wear them some other days when you're not teaching, but there's a
mostly
certain
when
level.
I'm going to school, I want to have a good. I want to I don't want the kids with me wearing a hoodie or whatever.
Right.
I'm the professor.
Yeah,
you know what I
absolutely.
mean?
Listen, I wear a suit every day. I get it.
Right.
Absolutely. Check out YouTube. We're on there now. You can simulcast the show. Just go search Odd Couple FSR. You'll find us. Like it, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We appreciate it as always. So YouTube, go check it out. All right, 877-99 on Fox. LeBron had something to say about the team and where they are right now. You got an issue with that? You thought it was fine? We want to hear from you. 877-99 on Fox. Who we got?
Reese in Lexington, Kentucky. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Reese?
What's up, guys? Good to talk to you again.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
Reese.
Hey, talking about all this, nobody thought that the Lakers were a true threat. I mean, they didn't make any moves during the trade line. I mean, they're the same team they've been. I know Luka's on there, but, I mean, they don't have it to go all the way. The only way a 40-year-old LeBron's going to win another championship if Oklahoma Thunder trade a second-round pick and bring him off the bench. That's the only way he's going to win another championship.
So I'll ask you, Reese, should he have just told people, Laker fans, don't come to the games? We got no shot. If he would have said that, were you good with that? Well, I don't know why people still come to the crypto.com arena. We have no shot. Luka's not winning a championship. I'm old, and AR can't guard a lawn chair. Is that good?
Well, that's basically what they're saying, and everybody says we better go watch him before he goes away.
Okay.
It's like, they need to give him his rocking chair, every city he goes to.
That's funny. No doubt.
All right, Reese,
Appreciate
thank you.
it.
How about Harold in Chicago? You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. Shouldn't you be frying chicken, Harold, or not? I'm just asking.
I am. As we speak, I'm texting girls I shouldn't be texting and frying chicken
There
at
you
the
go.
same time.
Now, that's some honesty right there.
My man. I
hey,
love that.
Girl, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting here. This chicken is sizzling, and I'm thinking about something else hot in my life. That's
all right,
you.
Harold, I need to ask one other question.
Oh, Lord.
Are you black? I'm just asking.
I am.
We
wanna know.
I just want to know. He said he's frying chicken and texting girls. He should be texting.
That sound like black
Why?
stuff? Alex,
That's
you don't be
gotta be
frying
racist.
chicken and texting girls?
I
Well,
did
your
yesterday.
girl.
There you go.
Just one girl.
You know, but Alex ain't frying. No, the last time you fried
That
chicken.
is true. Actually, he
come
called
on,
you.
Alex.
You ain't frying chicken.
The last
What?
time you fried chicken, you were working at KFC.
Yeah, you ain't
Yo,
frying
pause.
Oh.
No, it was actually 3 months ago when I made this Korean-style fried chicken in my
Okay.
ramen.
Wow.
Okay, I can't argue with that.
All right, Harold.
What is
you
it called?
got?
How do they pronounce crew? It's a certain. I'm a Google.
Coup de
it.
grace?
No, I'm a Google it. Korean
Okay.
fried chicken.
There's a name for it, yes.
Yes. Starts
I want
with
to see
a
if you
K.
catch it.
I'm
All
gonna
right,
get it. Go
Harold,
ahead.
what you got, my man?
You know what? I got to half agree with Kelvin. Though LeBron is wrong, he has earned the right to say this. And honestly, you both have been talking all year about how LeBron is consistently pushing this message about Lakers need to do this and that through J.J. Redick, through Rich Paul. This is kind of what LeBron does. If he doesn't have his way, he's going to whine and complain the whole season. But Lakers are a contender, but at this stage they haven't won in a while. And though he's wrong that they aren't contenders, it's just kind of this has been LeBron all year. Maybe
Harold,
the last
you
3
got
years.
Luka Doncic on your team. You got no shot. That's unbelievable to me.
Why do you keep? He
Seriously.
never said. He's saying they're not contenders right now, and
that's
they're
unbelievable.
not right now.
Well, hey, Harold, last year at this time, you thought the Pacers were going to the finals last year at this time?
I did not.
Okay.
You do have a point. I did not.
That's
and
all
Pacers
I'm
weren't
asking.
going to say out loud, we're not going to the finals.
Exactly.
They just weren't.
You just keep playing, and you got to wait till you get into the tournament. Thanks, Harold. Appreciate
Rob,
it.
you know you're a reporter, right?
Yes.
They asked him the question. You
don't-
acting like he
you don't
just
have to-
like
you don't have-
went to the mic. Woo! Hey, for no reason, I'm gonna just tell y'all
What I tell
we
you all
ain't
the
nothing
time.
like the Thunder.
You don't have to always answer the question. all right?
Hey, you guys are. Do you see the difference between you guys and you see them? They're champions. We ain't that right now. What's wrong with that?
That's not what he said. Who we got? Josh in California. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Josh?
Hey, what's going on? First time, long time. Pleasure to be on with you guys.
Wow,
I have
first
some-
time, man. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, man. I have some issues with his comments. Basically, what Kelvin was saying, when those comments come from Kobe or Larry Bird or Charles Barkley, those guys are looked at as alphas that are going to lead their team and pick it up when the times are tough. LeBron, even though he's a GOAT, he's never really been the kind to be the alpha on the team, as in taking over. So for him to say those comments seem disingenuous, seems like he's trying to put it on his team.
There you go. 100%.
I don't know about that.
I know,
Never been
Josh.
out
I
on the
like
team.
that, Josh. Thank you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for supporting the show. And thanks for being honest, unlike my partner to my left.
I don't know what you're talking about. And then you lucky I ran out of time to get at Josh. Like he didn't just come back from down 3-1. He don't got the alpha to take over.
Please, that wasn't him.
What?
That was a choke job by the Warriors.
Has anyone ever won? Every time we do this, it's a choke job from somebody else.
It was a
Has
choke
anyone
job.
ever won?
Yes.
You know what? I'll argue with you later. Ephraim Salam on the way right now. Steve DeSager gonna get you set. What's trending? Hey, Steve.
Hello.
Over in mixed doubles, losing the final to Sweden 6-5. A reminder, NASCAR's dual races at Daytona are this Thursday night on FS1. The Daytona 500 is Sunday on Fox TV. Mets shortstop Francisco Lindor could miss spring training. He might need wrist surgery. The Mets say Juan Soto will now play left field, not right. The Tigers signed pitcher Justin Verlander. He turns 43 this month. Tigers' rotation already includes Framber Valdez and Tarek Skubal. Blue Jays outfielder Anthony Santander will miss 5 to 6 months after labrum surgery this week. Back to you.
Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it. Odd couple, Ron Parker, Kelvin Washington on a Trash Talking Tuesday. Shekel City on the way. Play of the day as well. Plus, we got to talk about the NFL trying to do something they keep sneakily trying to do, which seems like it's going to happen sooner than later. We'll get to that in a little bit. Right now, joined by our man, Ephraim Salam, former NFL offensive lineman, Fox Sports Radio Weekends. Ephraim Salam on X. E, what up?
What's happening, brothers? How y'all doing?
Have you woken up from that slumber party that was called the Super Bowl? Wow.
That was pretty bad.
It was bad. I don't care what anybody say. They can't convince me.
That was a tough watch.
Yeah, it was.
That was a tough watch.
So I asked, who do you have? Who yesterday? TJ Houshmandzadeh.
The only thing that was worse was the premiere of the Magic Show on Fox. Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't do Magic. It's showtime.
That's funny. I remember that too.
Yeah.
But the bad part, and I'm not knocking Magic on it, but they had him out give a monologue. He's not a comedian.
That's not his bag.
No,
am I
you
right,
can't do
Ephraim? That was the part.
Yeah,
what?
They ruined that.
They had him back telling jokes.
Because you know how
I don't care
everything
what
is viewed. This is the only way you can do it.
No,
this is
you
how
can't.
everybody
No,
else does
I know,
it.
but he's not a comedian.
I'm with you. Get straight to it.
Right.
That was bad.
Yeah. I don't know how we got on that. But, hey, the game itself, let's talk about we'll go with what narrative did you like? The defense saved the day, or Sam Darnold did what he had to do and not turn the ball over and redeemed himself?
Or the kicker should have been the MVP with 9 field goals or whatever it felt like.
16.
First of all, you're not going to get no kicker. He would have to make 9 field goals and give him the MVP. No, I thought they gave the MVP to Walker. I thought he was the driving force behind that offense. Look, Sam Darnold came into the game knowing it's not going to be me. I'm not going to ruin it. Okay, like he
threw a couple passes in the first half. It could have been him.
I was like, ooh, you might want to.
He was scaring me.
He
was teetering
on
being the reason, but I think he's had a tremendous year. I think he's had he's capped off a 2-year run that we haven't seen, I don't think, from anyone for two separate teams and finishing with a Super Bowl. I think he answered a lot of the critics' question. Can he play in the big game? Can he not put his team in harm's way to be able to win a big game, whether it be for, the number one seed or a playoff game, let alone the Super Bowl? And I think he did a great job. I think the team was well coached. I think both defenses showed up and came to play. Shout out to New England's defense, who kept them out of the end zone for a lot of those field goals.
It was 9-0 first half.
Yeah, I mean, it was a defensive war. We did know whoever won the NFC Championship was probably going to win the Super Bowl. I think that's what that was a consensus coming off that Denver Bronco game with the backup quarterback in the snow. We just felt like the NFC champion had a tougher road and was a more seasoned team. So it really played out the way it was supposed to play out.
In saying that, it's hard for me. All right, I'll ask you this question. Who had the higher quarterback rating in the Super Bowl? Trent Dilfer.
Why are you asking this?
Brad Johnson.
It got nothing to do with nothing.
Or Scam Darnold. Who had the highest out of those three? I'm just asking.
Well, probably Trent Dilfer.
Trent Dilfer and Brad Johnson. And
yeah.
As much as this is my point about Sam. We don't give those two guys any credit, right? Because it was about the defense. We don't talk about them at all.
That's true.
Sam Darnold fits right into that category. And
I wouldn't say that.
And even when you talk about the 2 years, both times, exceptional defenses. That's what he had in Minnesota.
That's true.
That's what he had. That's all I'm saying, Ephraim. I'm not saying he's a bum. I'm not saying he can't play. I'm not. I'm not saying that.
I get what you're saying. And yes, there's number one, those two defenses were historic.
No doubt. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, right. So let the defenses for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and for the Baltimore Ravens, when those two prospective quarterbacks won, they were historic. Seattle, doesn't have a historic defense. They have a good defense. Those defenses were holding teams to 8 points, 9 points, right, to 6 points. Like it was based on that, and all they wanted those two guys to do was hand the ball off, hit the short play action, those type of things. Sam Darnold can throw the ball down the field now. You look at his yards, look at his touchdowns, the interceptions. Like he can throw.
He led the league in turnovers.
Yeah, but when you look at neither one of those two guys did. You know why? Because they weren't throwing the ball down the field. Okay, so that case in point, you look at that NFC Championship game. He had to go toe to toe, and he had to duel a extremely hot league MVP, Matthew Stafford, in the Rams. So I wouldn't put Sam and what he did last year in Minnesota. I wouldn't put him in that because we never saw Brad Johnson or Trent Dilfer put up those type of numbers and throw the ball down the field like that. We haven't.
Yeah, and that was going to be my point, was he was an MVP candidate last year, so it's not like he just rode his way with the defense. And then you mentioned the game of his life against Matthew Stafford, where they had to have it, he made all the big throws. So
didn't he?
Yeah, he just didn't. He couldn't go full C.J. Stroud, which was don't ruin this.
Good Lord. I don't know what's going on over there. You want to talk about a sports psychologist. Yeah, Dr. Rick Pereira, look him up. He may be able to unlock C.J. Stroud and help him get through whatever issues he was dealing with this playoff season.
They beat that man into a haircut. He cut the dreads. He cut the dreads.
I would cut him off, too. I'm like, this got to go. I got to change everything.
Ephraim, the NFL, of course, again, trying to push this 18-game season. And if you don't get on the phone and talk to your former union or the union you still belong to as a retired player, and if you tell them if they don't get better lifetime health care and a better pension, that they should not even entertain this. What are we talking about? You can't.
You're going to inflict more damage and have, all of your players by the time they're 40 walking away with no life insurance, no health insurance, and your body's literally, I'm 49 years old, man. Every day I wake up, back, hip, knees, shoulders, hands, and it had nothing to do with just regular life. It's football. It's just a dramatic injury. And look, and I'm not saying, I know there's people out there, boo-hoo, no one told you to do it. Look, I would go do it again. The responsibility of the NFL to take, and the players union to take care of their players, because it is something that, less than 0.1% of the population can do. You need to take care of them because, yes, athletes, professional athletes are, a cut above the things that they put their bodies through. Most people will never have to do. So there should be some compensation for them health-wise as they go through the rest of their lives.
And especially, last thing for me,
yeah.
The other leagues have it. It ain't like
Everybody
you breaking a molar or you setting a precedent.
The sport that needs it the most can't get it.
Can't get it. And everybody else, the NHL, they need new team fixes and all that.
They really need some new team fixes.
Am I right? I mean, they have everything.
One game in the Major League Baseball and have life insurance. Health insurance for your family and you for life.
One game
for life.
No, that player association, MLBPA, it is on another level. So NFL need to take them to dinner and ask them, what are y'all doing? How did y'all do it? And how can we do it?
They need to hire Tony
Seriously.
Clark.
And you also have to remember the NBA, the MLB, and MLS, all three of them combined do not reach the total revenue the NFL generates every year. How about that?
Billion, yeah. It's crazy to think that. Hey, appreciate it, man. Thank you as always. We'll do it again next week.
Y'all stay safe.
No doubt. Hey, speaking of the Super Bowl, we were kind of talking about it, a snooze fest or not. Well, the ratings are actually out, Rob, and Rob G has those for us. He'll give them to us next. It is The Odd Couple on a Trash Talking Tuesday. That's coming up next hour, Fox Sports Radio.
So, guys, I know that they don't have a top-flight quarterback. I know that their defense has a nickname that you probably never heard of until yesterday. What, if anything, can these Seahawks do for you to acknowledge that this is one of the great teams we've ever seen?
Do it again. And it doesn't have to be a Super Bowl per se, meaning let's say they get to the NFC Championship again. They love losing a tough one to you fill in the blank. The Rams again, the Bears, the Lions, the whoever. The reason,
Lions and Tigers and Bears.
Oh, my. The reason that matters, Rob G, is because typically when we talk about the teams that are great, they had a year, 2 or 3 of run. Then that's how they get a nickname, Robert. That's how they get that rivalry.
It's not a one-off.
Right.
This is a one-off.
So far, yeah. And obviously for them, they would say, hold that thought. But that's why it matters, Rob G, because this same team was not in the playoffs last year. Right? So, all right, are they good? Is this a one-off? Did they just get hot? Will they lose a bunch of players to free agency? Let me see how this works out. Because you got to have something. The greatest show on turf cooked. And guess what on that team, Rob? Marshall Faulk got an MVP regular season. Kurt Warner got an MVP, meaning they were good. They were dominant for a few seasons. Went to a couple Super Bowls. That's where you get your name, and we got to remember them. We know about the Cowboys of the 90s. So, to me, it can't just simply be where they were really good for a handful of games, throughout the season, and then just went back and they were 10-7 next year, maybe don't even make the postseason, and then we just forget about them. So they have to have. I'm not saying that in a 2 to 3 year run, they got to get back and make some deep playoff runs. Otherwise, it'll just be like, remember that one random team that won, and yeah, okay, cool. There.
Yeah, no, I think we're on the same page there. It's just. And all year long, Rob G, you said they finished with a 10-game winning streak. And even throughout the whole thing, people still weren't buying into them.
That's true.
Like we kept talking about it. How come people don't think that the Seahawks, because they still were questioning Sam Darnold, saying, like they came out of nowhere. Are they going to eventually just have that bad game and lose, and that'll be the end of it? And it never came. So it's hard for me to look at them, and I know. And then some of the other defenses that we talked about, Rob G, that Ravens defense, which was just, That was one of the greatest defenses of all time.
Man.
The other one was
that Bucks team.
The Bucks team. Rob G and I talked about this earlier. They didn't just get they ran balls back. They were scoring, right? And that Super Bowl against your
Multiple
Raiders.
times,
Didn't
right?
they have 3 touchdowns? Didn't they run 3 back? Like
that was an obliteration.
That was the first time I think the number 1 defense played the number 1 offense, right, in the Super Bowl.
Rich Gannon was the MVP.
Yeah, Rich Gannon had a great year that year.
And they got beat down. And again, look at that team, Rob G. What do you always like to bring up, Rob? That team had been great, wherever you want to call it. Greatest, if great is only when you win, then they had been really good. They just couldn't get over the hump, right? NFC Championship games, we would lose to the Eagles. They were right there. We knew the names: Warren Sapp, Derek Brooks, Rondé Barber, Booger McFarland. They had John Lynch. Their team was insane.
No, they had nothing but
They just couldn't get there. So finally, when they did,
when they made the coaching change.
They made it. That's what you always bring up. So then you go, oh, see, we knew they were really good. Now they finally had that shining moment. And then they were good the next year. They just didn't win it all. So they had a nice year run where we're like, ooh, I'm telling you, they're right there. And that's what the Seahawks would need. Because this is they've been bad for 3 years, or at least they had 1 year playoff with Geno a couple years back. But you need more. So if they come back next year, I'm not even saying they have to win a Super Bowl. But they get to the NFC, it's a really good game, and because then you go, oh, shoot, they might
But
be
you know how
back
the
next
NFL
year.
is. They might not make the playoffs next year.
Oh, we see first to worst. Oh, we see the runner-up in the Super Bowl.
We just saw
not
Kansas
even make
City
the postseason all the time.
So is your issue with this team that they just don't have right now what you consider to be the high-end talent that those other teams did?
It's not that the talent, we don't know if it's sustained.
Because you mentioned the Ravens, right? That Ravens defense was awesome. So of the last 26 years now, this Seahawks defense ranks metrically 3rd best during that run. Ravens are 1. The Bucks you mentioned are 2.
Yeah, those 2 are without question.
The
right?
difference
Am I right?
is that this Seahawks team's offense blows those other teams out of the water. But you never are going to romanticize this team because it's, well, Sam Darnold is whatever.
No.
The Super Bowl MVP didn't score a touchdown.
But the point you just made is what makes those defenses even better. Is that they didn't have the cushion offensively or points.
But what about the team in totality?
Well, no. I know what you're saying.
Because this team scores out higher than the Legion of Boom team that everybody seems to love.
Okay, I get that, but I'm just saying, like for those other 2 that we're talking about,
they had the run game and they could even throw it deep with Russell. And he wasn't quite in his bag. He wasn't there, right? 2 years later, but
I'm just saying, like when you look at it and go, they didn't have much to work with offensively. They had to hold teams in order to win, and they didn't.
And I'm going to add to your point. The reason why we won't think of this team like that Ravens team, that what was it, 01? I'm going to tell you why. That team couldn't allow no daggone Rams team to put up 500 yards on them. Parker, Kelvin, Washington on a Trash Talking Tuesday. Shout out to Ephraim Salam, just joined us, and we'll get that up on the podcast in a little bit. Right now, it is time for Shekel City.
Welcome to Shekel City, the home base for Rob Parker's daily picks against the spread.
Did I do that? Did I do that? I did do that, and guess what?
What? 3-0?
Not 2.
Not
1,
3.
2, 3.
3-0.
I was getting nervous. You was taking time.
We're now up to 47 and 29. I am moist after
That's why
that.
I'm glad you lost the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
you're doing too good.
I'm doing all right. Here we go.
Hey,
tonight.
Hey.
Best bet, I got the New York Knickerbockers minus 11.5 taking on the Pacers. That's at Madison Square Garden.
Can I say something? Every time you say the New York that, I always get worried you're going to do that one country.
Yeah, well, they used to say, what, that country?
What country, Rob?
No,
it's a Southern American?
No, Guam.
Guam? Oh, that's Guam. Okay. That's not Southern American, but yeah.
Clippers plus 8.5. They're in Houston taking on the Rockets. And I got San Antonio minus 12.5. taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. 12.5.
You know why? Alex, hit me with the LeBron again. Not 2, not 3.
Not 2, not 3,
not 4, not 5. That's how many Lakers stars
6,
are missing.
Not 7.
None of them are playing.
And when I say that, I really believe it.
I really believe it, too. None of them are playing.
All right, so here we go. Again, we got the Spurs minus 12.5, Clippers plus 8.5, and the New York Knickerbockers minus 11.5. And remember, Kelvin.
What's that?
I'm not telling you who to bet on. I'm telling you who I bet on.
What Bockers, Rob, was that?
Yeah. No, don't be out here sounding like Drewski.
The Guatemala Bockers.
Got it.
Jackson Smith.
Bockers.
What'd he say, Rob G? No, I don't want you to lose your job. Jackson
Can't do
Smith.
it.
Rob G, don't do it.
Don't do it, Rob.
We
Come
need,
on.
we need you.
We need you, Rob
You got
G.
about 5 years to go. After that, all
I don't
bets
know.
are
Rob
off.
G, I don't know. He might start looking at the severance package and be like, well, let me see. All right, if I get fired this way, they still got to pay me this amount.
Elijah, put the severance on.
Elijah, put the Alex, put the mic on me. Turn it up. All right, it's now time for your tire rack play of the day.
Jump up the sideline on Kennard, behind the back dribbling. Comes baseline, goes glass and missed badly. Holmgren has the miss and dunks on the follow. Chad Holmgren, that ball hit the rim on the bank shot, hit the rim, and Holmgren slams the follow off the miss.
Thunder Radio there. That is your Tire Rack Play of the Day, brought to you by Tire Rack. For over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, for what, and for where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com. It is the way tire buying should be. Rob G., you said you got the ratings of the Super Bowl, right?
Yes, sir. Hot off the presses. If you missed Steve DeSager's award-winning update, then you would know that the Super Bowl ratings are in, both for the full game and the halftime show. They both came in as the second most watched Super Bowl, both in terms of the game and the halftime, in history.
What was the first one?
Last year's.
Both
of them.
Both,
the three-peat
okay.
quest for the Chiefs.
That has nothing to do with it's just
and
where
the
it is on
Kendrick
television.
Lamar halftime program were both first, stay first.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny and this Seahawks win are now second. However, we must be noted that we are in a digital age, all about social media.
Oh, yeah.
Apple Music is reporting that the halftime show on social media set a record of 4 billion views after the first 24 hours, up 137% year over year.
He's the biggest artist in the world.
No. He's un-American, as they say.
And it wouldn't
he has
work,
no
and
talent,
nobody cared. And
he's DEI
get him out of
and
here.
all this other stuff.
Even though there were 13 other non-American acts that have played.
It's so ridiculous, the whole thing. And then now that
even though he is American.
where are the ratings for the other thing, that other monstrosity, that disaster that happened?
It peaked at 6 million live
Nice.
viewers.
I'm glad. And did you see them? Some of the people there, they couldn't even. They were like lip syncing. They couldn't even groove to the music. It was pathetic.
Oh my gosh! The
It's
fact that we
pathetic.
even needed that is crazy.
Kid Rock, really?
Man, you said Kick Rocks?
Yeah, Kick Rocks is better.
Get out of here!
Unbelievable.
Man. Relax. You know I'm out there. We talked about it, and Rob G. I'm glad you we were talking about it yesterday. You jumped in. And I'm glad you asked.
Yeah, I want to get Rob G's opinion of the whole thing.
You were going in on that, Rob G.
Racist.
I just
no what?
That's got to be racist.
No, but he really wanted that from a Latino
But
standpoint.
did you see Family Guy had a cartoon? You know they always do it. They
Yes.
cutting
What they
edge.
done did now.
So they had people at the what was it called? I don't know. The
America
turning point.
turn it
whatever.
off or something.
Yeah, the awful turning point or
Yeah.
whatever it is. And somebody collapsed in the front of the row and was having a heart attack. And somebody yelled, Is there a doctor here? And then they looked and goes, Of course there's not a doctor here.
I mean,
I thought that was
yeah.
like a guy.
I
Is
get
there a
it.
doctor
I get it.
here?
No, I get it.
The other guy's like,
I get it.
Of course there's
There's
not a
not a
doctor here. No.
Yeah, man. Just relax, guys. It's 15, 20 minutes. If you don't like it, that's cool. Turn
You can
away.
turn your station.
Turn your station.
If you didn't like it, turn your station.
Turn your station.
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. Do you have a problem? Turn off your station.
Just listen to Mike.
We are Fox Sports.
The Odd Couple. You know what time it is. It's your boys.
Let's get it. The Odd Couple is fun.
Check.
And informative.
Check.
What's up, America? You want to talk sports with 1.5 of the best-looking guys in the game?
That game was incredible.
You are wrong.
You'll be king of the water cooler.
What's it like working with Rob? Rob in his mind is like Chris Rock mixed with Richard Pryor, so I'm running out of fake laughs. Ha ha, Rob. Rob is very passionate.
Son, you ain't ready for this. Well, I don't have BS in my game. I'm straightforward. I'm honest.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice.
And, of course, it doesn't hurt that I'm right most of the time. Kelvin is the nice guy, wants to make everybody feel warm and fuzzy.
You done? Let me tell you the truth. I bring the energy, a youthful energy. Rob's not going to see this, is he? And I bring an honest opinion.
Michael Jordan, I can't take it anymore. I need a break. I'm going to go play baseball.
Trash Talking Tuesday is the best.
It's a great opportunity for folks to call in, and they get to trash whomever.
Who you trashing, Roger?
I'm trashing LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
They can't even hold Wilt Chamberlain's shoes.
Stop talking about the king like that. It's a new era. Let LeBron be the best, please.
I only recognize one king in the United States, and that's Burger King.
The connection with the Odd Couple audience is incredible. We really invite them in.
And they can relate, whether it be things about our own personal lives or our takes on sports.
Love you guys. You guys are killing it.
Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with your boys. They feel like it's just my guys, just my friends, and they join right in on the show.
We talk with the listeners, not at them.
Obviously, you can listen to us live, but you can still check out the podcast. You can check out our YouTube. You can check us out on social media. So in any way you want to get it, you can get it.
Yes.
There's some yelling. It is some hot takes. It's a whole lot of fun. I'll give you that.
It is fun.
I agree. Begrudgingly.
The Odd Couple.
Sports talk that's too good and too fun.
this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy. Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
It is the Odd Couple on a Trash Talking Tuesday. Man, we got so much to do. Get ready. Your chance to trash anyone, anything in the world of sports. Can't wait. We got that. And it is the Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington. And be sure to check out our brand new YouTube channel. Man, you guys have racked up the numbers for us.
Yeah.
Where
are we at? Do we know how many, right, Rob G, Elijah?
Over 20,000. We hope to get to 25,000 is our next goal. So just search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. And be sure to hit the subscribe button.
Oh, yeah. Make sure you hit us up.
So you do that. Don't forget, Trash Talking coming up in about 40 minutes or so here in hour number 2 on a Trash Talking Tuesday.
25,000 before February. That's our goal. I called it out. So let's see if we can get there. By the way, speaking of get there, what were you – shout out to Ricky. He does our amazing imaging and great stuff that we always talk about. There's some amazing people behind the scenes that you all don't necessarily see on a regular basis who do great work. What the heck you stalking Ricky about?
I just had to drop some stuff off to Ricky.
I saw you hand him something. It was all secret. You like, hey, Ricky. I screamed, Ricky, hey, what up, Ricky? Then he came back in. You like, hey.
Knowing Rob, it must not be Ricky. It must be his girlfriend.
Let's see where we're going with this.
No, his girlfriend made.
Here we go.
Great chocolate. No, they were oatmeal raisins. They were just great cookies.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, God.
Okay.
Oh, God is right. I could not believe how good they were.
Everything about everybody's girlfriend or wife.
Well, I'm just saying.
Boy, I'll tell you.
And so I know this is probably breaking company policy, but I asked Ricky's girlfriend to bake me a cake.
This is crazy. This is just crazy.
And I brought in the cake mix and the frosting for her to bake the cake. So it's an Oreo cake mix, Oreo cookie cake mix, and then white icing to go on top. You got an issue?
Knowing
Is there a problem?
Which one was reduced?
They were both reduced.
I know you. So how embarrassing that, hey, have your girlfriend do this for me, and I'm handing her reduced frosting in which she has probably, Rob G, a day. And you know, when it's reduced, that means you got – stop showing people you reduced meat. Now you reduce frostings.
You got an issue, Alex?
Yes.
Rob G. Why?
Bro, you can't listen. And where's Ricky? I'm so mad at Ricky right now.
Ricky's not going to say no.
If this were a sitcom, the next thing you would have heard was –
Ricky's like Patrick. They love you. So anything you say happens. You can walk up and be like, hey, Ricky, here, come here. Let me just hold oh, God, close the door. So now listen, I know your girlfriend. She can do the patty cake and bake all the baker's mint. Can I just have a come over? Just for just the night and bake me a couple cakes. That's all.
It's just one cake.
The chinchilla's hungry.
Bro, Rob G.
But we're running out of time on the ingredients.
Yeah, because you handed her expired icing. Expired icing is crazy. And also,
but it's still good. What's wrong with
Alex,
expired?
You have a lady in your life. Elijah has a lady. I have a lady. Rob G, everybody. You know how busy they are? The idea that somebody will, hey, Kev, hold on, excuse me. Hey, Tony, can you bake me a cake? Bake, not for a specific, hey, my mom, something happened, some tragedy or something.
It was my birthday last month.
Can you bake me a cake 11 months in advance for my next birthday? Are you kidding me?
Well, the reason is the icing and the cake mix are soon to expire.
Then you gave her a pressure by handing her expired icing and cake mix that I have like in the first 48. You gave her 48 hours like it's the TV show.
Rob G, would your wife 48. Do it for me?
No.
Hell no.
What do you mean no?
She don't want to bake him a cake.
Why couldn't you do it yourself?
I can't bake. My mom was an excellent baker. I can't bake.
But what are you doing during the day that you can't spend 15 minutes baking?
That's 2 days. You got the rest of the week.
What are the 3 other days that you're doing?
5 of it. We're going the whole week.
I don't know how to bake.
It says it on the box what to do.
2 cups of this. Crack an egg. 2 spoonfuls of butter. Don't forget the sugar. Shake, shake, shake.
Wait a minute. Tony wouldn't do it?
Sip, mix. Yeah, for me.
She wouldn't do it for me?
No. She would actually look at you and be so confused that you would, like, circumvent your way around me. Like, did you ask me to what? She would be offended. What do you think? I'm Portos?
Alex, what
am I, Little Debbie?
She has cakes, though.
I have a lot of cake. So much cake. I think I got too much cake.
You so lucky she do, and I love him. That I'll let it ride. This man is worried. This is what I'm talking about, G. He wants your pancakes. He's talking about my wife got cakes, man. He got other people making cakes. You have gone too far.
Alex,
you
your girl would not, if I wanted her to bake a cake for me.
She would.
She would. I bet
you know why? Because I look at her and be like, "It's for Rob."
There you go. See, that's what I'm saying.
Let me tell you something.
Ricky is
the
going to say
ultimate fluffer is even lying right now. Soon as his mic cuts off, he'll be like, "She wouldn't do jack for him."
My mic's still on?
Yeah, it's still on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Rob.
Should I put up on Twitter
You need to.
the cake mix and the sticker? You know how much the frosting was? How much does frosting normally
Actually,
cost?
Joe,
Like
that's
$4.99?
$5.
I was going to say, that's one of those I really don't know.
You know how much I got it on special? $126. $126.
Okay, I wasn't too far.
I had to jump on it.
No, you didn't have to jump on it. In fact, jump would have been you bought it early. You bought it late. That's why it's expiring.
You guys, I just don't understand the hate y'all have for me. I thought we were friends.
No, the hate is that you have a
Why do
screenshot of Rob G's wife, my wife, Elijah's wife, his girlfriend, $1.26. Where? Let me see the date. Hand me this. Let me zoom in.
What does it say? Is it expired yet?
It just says reduced, was $2.79. It doesn't even have an expiration date. All right, good luck. Don't come in here talking about you got the BGs, the bubble guts.
All right, that's it.
All right, let's move on.
I'm sorry.
Other people's. What are
Rob
you going to have Aaron ask? What are you going to ask Aaron to
Yeah,
make?
Rob. How do you find new ways to surprise me is crazy.
What's that? Well, we're all going out to dinner. Me, Aaron, Ben.
When I tell you Ben is going to be so ignored.
You sure Ben's invited?
He's never been so ignored in his life, Rob G.
What are you talking about? What?
And he's going to make sure the seat, what do you think, Rob G? He's going to put her next to Rob or he's going to put her directly in front of Rob? Which one?
In front of Rob.
In front of Rob?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, my gosh.
No, you know what was funny is that mixer on Thursday, Ben came in first, and Rob is still eating his wings at the table. Oh, what's up, Ben? Shakes his hand, doesn't get up, still has a wing in hand. Aaron comes in a few minutes later. He puts his wing, stands up. Oh, Aaron! Give her a big old hug, grabs her by the wrist, and drags her across the room to meet Kelvin Washington.
The best part about it, Roger, you even left how did she get in the party?
Because Rob told her to come in.
Rob said, she's where? Hold on. Aaron, come in. You went and got somebody else lady out the car.
Well, Ben thought it was
Unhinged.
a private event. I was like,
Unhinged.
I was like, where's Aaron? Of course she should be here.
Alex, true story for the rest of the trip. No matter what was happening, we'd be kicking back. Said we just got done with an interview. We just enjoying the day. Man, I tell you, that Aaron. I'll tell you, man.
Come on.
Did you guys see she went upstairs? She got us all
upstairs.
waters.
Now, I ain't going to lie. Aaron has to relax.
She's awesome.
She's got to relax.
Why?
She can't be that nice.
She went all the way up to the media room. Seriously, Alex, on the third
Filled up
floor.
my backpack with drinks.
No,
I got drinks for us and all
She's
that
gotta
stuff.
relax. She's
She
one
did.
of those.
Dude.
She's too great to have on your team. You know what I mean? Like she can't.
Yeah. She
Every
set
time
the
you
bar
turn
too high.
around, you be like, "Dang man, I wish I had some Kleenex." Here you go. How's already going? I noticed. I said the boys knows my cigarettes. I got Kleenex. And you're like, "Dang,
And then
thank you, Aaron."
she robbed the Snickers thing for us and brought that whole giant bag for
Really?
No,
the
she had to have
Snickers,
ticked it over.
There
Ticked
was
it
an
over.
ice cream Snickers truck or something.
Those were bomb.
Wait, ice
by the
cream what,
way.
Rob?
Yeah, just make sure
Never mind.
heavy on the
Okay.
S. Heavy on the S.
Okay.
Wow.
Heavy on the S.
I can see Rob right now. You know, I just wish I still had my wife because I would apply for White Swap with Ben Mallow. We could do a week and, see if we want to go back. It's okay.
No, Rob would get divorced because he would do that. He would go, "Why can't you be more like Aaron?" You can't say that to her. That's what you would say to your lady. Why can't you be more like Aaron?
It's not. I just want you guys to understand.
What do we need to understand?
This is just out of love from me. It's not. I'm not trying to take anybody's wife or girlfriend or anything. Or I don't have like pictures stashed in my.
But you do though.
Secret.
Unless she's in the car
compartment.
by herself,
I'm just.
Hey, Alex, is your girlfriend here? Whoa, why are you so eager?
She's in the van?
Oh, let me go see.
I love vans.
That boy, he ain't went up the stairs of this parking garage in 6 years.
Alex, does it have shaggy carpet in
It's
there?
got great carpet,
Oh,
bro.
wow. I don't have to throw down a blanket, huh?
Nothing. You just go right in and go right in. Oh, God. Aaron, you like
Oh,
vans?
God.
Aaron does have to relax, though, I'm not going to lie.
No,
She is
Stop.
way too nice. She's
you
great.
know
She's
No,
great.
She got to
dude.
relax. She's got to relax.
Yeah, all right.
Rob boy was smitten. I ain't never seen Rob Parker Jr., the third, the fifth, blushing like that in my life.
All right, coming up on the Odd Couple, we're going to talk about Aaron Rodgers and
more Aaron.
The idea, yes, that Aaron Rodgers and the
That
Steelers.
boy, oh, you named the Aarons, Rob G. Aaron Maller, Aaron Judge, Aaron Rodgers. Who else? Aaron Torres.
Aaron Rodgers had some beautiful balls.
Man, you are obsessed with Aarons.
Aaron Torres, how did he get on the list?
Hank Aaron. I got a running Aaron.
Rob loves running errands. Oh, God, I went to the post office today.
Crying,
It made me remind of Aaron.
Let me find out you love Aaron Andrews. You love all the Aarons.
Well, let me see. Oh, never mind. All right.
Just,
all right. We're going to talk about that. The Steelers said they want to wait. They're going to wait.
Gonna talk about.
That's right. We're going to break it down.
Let me tell you why I like Aaron.
It is the Odd Couple on the Trash Talking Tuesday. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington. Stick and stay.
Because in the great words of Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Yesterday, we were on our way, but November came. Man, I wish it was yesterday.
Benito, Bad Bunny. Let's just go around the room. Just the thoughts on it, the overall, his performance. Obviously, it was so controversial.
It wasn't controversial.
Well, no.
The controversial was that he wasn't. It was un-American to have an American perform.
Stop making sense, Rob.
No, I know. Like
stop
seriously.
making sense.
Like that's the shame of this country. No, I'm dead serious.
That's a great point.
It's the shame of it. Like, people are so dyed in the wool. I'm American and I'm proud of my country. You don't even know what territories or people are American.
Right.
How is that even a conversation? It's un-American. And then let's have an alternative. Let's have an alternative halftime show where everybody in the room in a country that's a melting pot looks the same. That's your America.
Better.
That's better.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
That's what I was looking for. Right? And everybody was getting smacked in the face who would be like, if you look at all these podcasts or these shows, well, it's un-American. He's part of the American territories. For years. Not like this just happened 6 months ago.
No, come on.
For decades. And, and so there's that. And then as if for 15 to 20 minutes, you could enjoy something new. Just something new. You know how many times you have to watch The Who or somebody you don't know or Eric Clapton?
None of those people are from the United States, and at that point, right, U2 is from Ireland, right?
Yeah, pretty, yep. You got Rolling Stones.
The Rolling Stones are from England.
Would that make it better if the Beatles returned or something? Would that be better?
Like, I just don't even understand, like, why did
Coldplay.
And then the whole idea, and I saw somebody say this on social media. I can't remember what platform. But it was great. Here are people complaining about Bad Bunny performing in San Francisco,
right?
In the state of California, you know what I mean? In Santa Clara, can we explain 100%. To you the naming of these places and why they have these names?
Let me add to that. Rob G, this is ridiculous, un-American. And a game in Santa Clara in San Francisco area,
right?
In California, while eating chips and guac, having a margarita. This is ridiculous.
This is ridiculous. What is this? This is un-American.
I am.
Rob G, I would love to hear your take on this, because it is a slap in the face to Hispanic people and Latin people in this country. I'm dead serious. And it was mean-spirited. It's wrong. That the nature of it, because of with ICE. And I talk about all the time, the only people they're going after are brown people.
100%.
100%.
We talked about it several times. Yes, I've asked.
There are a lot of other people who aren't brown who are from other countries. I haven't seen any raid in New York, in Brooklyn, or any other people.
In LA. Nope. It's only black or brown people that you're seeing, which, by the way, the vast majority, I'm talking overwhelmingly vast, have no criminal record.
Right.
By the way.
That's
the whole
what it
point was this supposed to be.
Pick up people who got records. They have no records. And it wasn't supposed to be to pick up kids, 5-year-old kids. But Rob G, just your take. We want to hear your take on this. Were you proud to see Bad Bunny and what he was able to deliver? This guy was the first Latino, just won the Grammy, right? Didn't he just won the Grammy? He's one of the biggest.
You mean it was the first all Spanish language album to win the
album of the year?
Yeah. Yes.
Album of the year. Go ahead.
I was surprised coming in that the buzz around his performance was going to be like how anti-American it was going to be and how he needed to wear a bulletproof vest everywhere he went because he was upsetting so many different people.
That's terrible.
And when I watched the halftime show, and you can tweet me if I'm wrong, at the Bruce RG if I forgot this incorrect, it was so pro-American, but from his perspective.
Right.
Growing up in Puerto Rico, these are the bodegas I went to. This was the power outage that we had for 11 months, no power in Puerto Rico. This is the snippets of that. This is me growing up with this family member and the joy.
And the history of it,
and the history of it, right?
The sugar canes.
Everything like that. On the top of the big screen behind him says the only thing more powerful than hate is love. He finishes his performance with a football that says, "Together we are America." Now, if you're telling me your issue is that it's not white Americans, that America, as you mentioned, is a melting pot of all these different cultures.
It is that have
and
come
all these
right.
different people. Then I guess you could say the only quote-unquote offensive thing he did was that it wasn't in English.
It wasn't offensive
because
to me.
everything was about being American, but being American from a Puerto Rican or a Latin experience.
By the way, you know what he
That's
said about
all
that?
It was.
He said English is not America's first language, and I was like, ooh,
yeah,
smack some people with that.
Right,
smack some people with that, Benito. The Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, on a Trash Talking Tuesday.
This is cake baking music.
Would you like to confess? Would you like to confess?
What? That it's expired?
Yeah, we finally saw the expiration date. When is it, Rob Parker?
February 7th.
Alex, Rob G,
2026.
today is
Let me look at the
February
date.
10th.
It's the 10th.
The man is making a cake. Now, again, I understand some things can last a little longer, blah, blah, blah. But you keep risking it. That doesn't mean she's going to make it tonight. Well, she got to wait a few days, blah, blah, blah.
I'll probably get the cake on Monday, so I got a few more days. I'm not asking her for her to turn it around tomorrow.
Gosh. And then I got to be the one sitting here next to you. Oh, my stomach hurts so bad. Like the last time when you had meats,
all right.
reduced meats.
All right, hey, you got to read or no?
Yeah, I do have a read. I got to tell them about it real quick. That is when the cold weather sets in. Everyday aches and pains can linger, but Aleve got your back with up to 12 hours of body pain relief per dose. Aleve keeps you going with long-lasting body pain relief this winter. So try Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
All right, Rob G, the Steelers, I don't know if it's a surprise. Might be a surprise to Kelvin or not. I'm not surprised really by the news that's come out. I'm not.
I'm also not surprised that since Bad Bunny was announced at Super Bowl halftime, Rob's no longer asking me to set the table.
Racist.
Look at it. He's come a long
Yeah,
way.
he's really come a long
Look at you. Growing.
I never
He's
meant
like,
evolving.
You brown people are moving on up.
What?
I guess I gotta-
Supportive.
I got to change my vernacular.
What? Of all people, I'm about the brown people all day.
Just not quarterbacks, but continue. And sort of coaches. You're half and half. You're like, we need more black coaches.
Except
what
for
about
Aaron
Aaron Glenn? Fire Aaron Glenn.
At least I'm an equal opportunity guy.
And that's
though.
the Aaron he doesn't like.
There
We
you
found
go.
one.
Wow.
We found one.
Good one, Rob G. Good one, Rob G.
You found one.
You know how bad you got to
Yes.
be for him not to like you, Aaron?
Yep. All right, well, speaking of Aaron's, Aaron Rodgers, who has been a lightning rod on this show since its inception.
Ooh, Aaron Maller or Aaron Rodgers? Who do you love more?
Aaron Judge.
Look at I hear Elijah in the background.
Aaron Judge keeps Rob's pockets fat.
Yeah.
So,
MLB
all right.
bro.
So then the ranking is Judge, Maller,
Yes.
Roger, and
Yes.
that's saying a lot
What?
because
It
we
is.
know how he feels about Aaron Rodgers.
That's right.
Dude, he even went to war with Chris Broussard about Aaron Rodgers. You remember that?
Well, he ain't talked to Bucky Brooks since.
That's right. Bucky Brooks
Bucky
not
who?
allowed on the show.
Oh, yeah, we did
talked-
have it.
He was in the same daggone elevator and didn't even talk.
Well, guys, if the Steelers have their way, we won't have Bucky Brooks on for another season. That's because, according to Pro Football Talk's Mike Florio, the Steelers, quote, definitely want Aaron Rodgers back in 2026. Not a big surprise. Mike McCarthy said as much about 2 weeks ago. What is a surprise, though, is according to Florio, they're in no hurry. They're going to wait as long as needed for Aaron Rodgers, which means in the meantime, Will Howard, you're our guy. I think former 5th, 6th round pick. But if Aaron Rodgers comes back at any point before training camp, he's our guy.
I'm not totally shocked by it. I'm not. First of all, there just aren't that many quarterbacks out there. You know that. And you're not going to go run to get some of these guys who have been also Rams or whatever, unless you really can stumble into somebody who's going to be your quarterback. He was 10-6 during the regular season for them because he missed a few games, right? And I think they grew to like him. If you remember, there were some people who spoke out against him early on, right, before he came there. I remember even Joy Taylor going off on him once because, she's from Pittsburgh.
Yep.
And it was just weird because she was going off on him. And then I think even Paul Pierce said, he's not under contract. Like get to camp. Like that was that kind of, like people were just yelling stuff. He and he went under contract.
I was saying back then it wasn't him. If he's allowed to do it, he's allowed to do it.
And in this case too, with the history of Mike McCarthy and just feeling comfortable and like they won a division or whatever, unless they had, to me, a clear-cut option. If you had somebody, then I would think that you would move on, and because he came there to play, right? Even though this is his former coach, but he did come there to play with Mike Tomlin. They had that bromance, and they finally got that. They finally got to work together, and it didn't work out. Obviously, in the playoff game, they got steamrolled, but it was a positive interaction. They won 10 games. He played pretty well. And I think that's why, and I think his teammates embraced him. I think he made, for all the bad in New York with the Jets and those guys, I think he kind of reestablished himself as somebody who his teammates like. That's all.
I don't think it was a bad interaction. At all. I think it just wasn't progressive for me. And if I'm Mike McCarthy, I'm looking at it like this. Now, he has a relationship. He won with Aaron Rodgers. So there's that working relationship I'd imagine is still good. But the only thing I'm looking at it as, I have an opportunity with the Steelers, an organization that we know does not like to get rid of people hastily. Right? They're gonna give you all the ample chances, and I would look at that as this is possibly the chance to have a reset, find our guy, and now I can be the he is. We know he's great with quarterbacks, right? We got the best version of Dak Prescott with him. Obviously, he won with Aaron Rodgers, when he was in Green Bay. So I'm wondering if you can find your guy and then you can build with him. Because that's what you do. You're good with quarterbacks. So to me, and you're in an organization that wouldn't be like, well, that didn't work, you're fired, right? Because they don't typically do this. So this would be the job to say, let me find my way, find my footing, find my guy, and let's do something. Because they typically give you a long runway. But it makes sense for the way they've run it. They said we're not looking to just do a hard reset. I would look at that.
And that's from the owner.
That's from. I would. You already know Kelvin's thought. I'm trying to find my guy because I'm looking at Drake May.
Should they do a
I'm
reset?
looking at Bo Nix.
Should they do a reset in Detroit? You said after this year? If they don't win
But
this
no,
year?
they've been winning.
No,
in
I'm
Detroit.
asking you. But if they don't win,
I'd have to see how it went. Meaning, if they fought hard and got the postseason, just lost to a better
say
team.
they don't make the playoffs again. I'm just
If
giving
it
you
looked bad, you know my theory. I've told you.
No,
Jared Goff.
I know, but that's
you know
what I'm
I've heard
asking
it.
you,
Jared,
right.
what have I said? Jared Goff.
So a reset. When I say reset, I mean with him, with the new quarterback. I'm not saying scrub the whole team. Is what I'm saying.
You're asking about Jared Goff.
Yeah. If they don't make the playoffs this year, would you look for another quarterback?
I would consider it,
Okay.
yes, because my
I'm just
fear with
asking.
him. No, I've told you. I've said it before. My concern with Jared Goff is not that he's not quality. He's just outdated. That meaning he's a 80s, 90s, early 2000s
So I want you to know,
stationary
I don't want
quarterback.
any outdated milk or anything. I'm just saying to go into that cake or
Well,
eggs.
don't tell me. Tell her.
All right.
What if she's like you? What if she grabs the milk and says, it's just a couple days old. Now you got old cake batter, old milk. Man, your gut's going to be toe up. Oof. Make sure I'm home for that day. But we'll see if they want that old thing back and if they can, manufacture their what they had. That's a very expensive defense too, so they're gonna have to work some things around. People are gonna gotta find some pop. They don't have any pop right now in that offense. And that's his side of the ball, McCarthy. All right, on the way, the Pistons got into a little brawl last night. Are they echoing the 80s Pistons? We'll talk about it in just a moment. Steve DeSager, right now, going to get you set on what's trending. Hey, Steve.
Hey there, let's start with college hoops on FS1 tonight. Purdue led at number 7 Nebraska 14-1 early. It was a 16-point advantage at the half. Purdue now up 52-43 at Nebraska with about 10 minutes to go. Purdue ranked 13th in the country. BYU has lost 5 of 6, but is still ranked at number 22. BYU leads 56-50 at Baylor with 14 minutes to go. Steph Curry, with his knee injury, was replaced on the NBA All-Star roster by Brandon Ingram of Toronto. The All-Star game is this Sunday at the LA Clippers Arena. Utah will be without Lauri Markkanen and Keontae George on Wednesday. Tonight, out for the Lakers, Luka Doncic, LeBron James, and Austin Reeves. LeBron's missed 18 games now, so he's not eligible for any postseason awards. LeBron James had been on an all-NBA team for the last 21 straight years. Lakers will be hosting San Antonio after 10:30 Eastern. Indiana has lost 4 in a row, but is only down 1 late first half at New York. Knicks 58-57 over the Pacers. Underway Clippers at Houston, and in a half an hour it's Dallas, losers of 7 straight, playing at Phoenix. The NHL is off for the Olympic break. The men's hockey tournament starts Wednesday in Italy. The U.S. opens on Thursday. U.S. women's hockey is 4-0 in the tournament after shutting out Canada today 5-0. The Americans clinched the top seed for Friday's quarterfinal against Italy. Canada does advance. USA curling took silver in mixed doubles, losing the final to Sweden 6-5. American Ilya Malinin leads in men's figure skating after the short program. The U.S. won bronze in skiing's new team combined event, bronze in women's luge. American Ben Ogden took silver in the cross-country sprint, and Alex Hall of the U.S. won silver in slopestyle skiing. The Patriots say first-rounder Will Campbell will remain at left tackle. Rams tackle Rob Havenstein retired after 11 seasons. Mets shortstop Francisco Lindor could miss spring training. He might need wrist surgery. The Tigers signed pitcher Justin Verlander. Justin Thomas was cleared to return to golf after back surgery last November. A reminder, NASCAR's dual races at Daytona are this Thursday night on FS1. The Daytona 500 is Sunday on Fox TV. Back to you.
Steve, thank you. Odd couple, Rob and Kelvin on a Trash Talking Tuesday, which, by the way, is coming up in about 15 minutes or so. Should I have them line up now if you want to line up? Yeah. Let's do it. 877-99 on Fox, 877-99 on Fox. Trash Talking Tuesday. You can line up now if you would like. Let's see what we always talk about YouTube. Let's give the Odd Mob some love, the YouTubians. What are they saying, Rob G?
Oh, Odd Mob has had it up to here with Rob Parker. Per the usual.
What?
Per the
Why am I
usual.
always the one getting
Because
beat
you're
up?
eating old cake mix.
Exactly.
And asking other people's wives and girlfriends to bake it.
Sean in Sacramento, the official mayor of the Odd Mob, says Rob is diabolical AF.
What?
He ain't wrong.
With that.
He ain't lying.
Charles Bauer says, Rob, you are officially tacky for that cake request from the girlfriend or coworker. You're making us grown men who can cook for ourselves look bad.
I don't know how to bake.
And this, speaking of that, Red Sox Pats 34. says, bruh went to an Ivy League university and can't follow simple instructions from a box.
He did smoke you. It ain't like you making it from scratch or, homemade recipe or something.
They didn't teach that at Columbia. I don't know how to bake a cake.
I don't think he went to Columbia at this point. I don't believe
we
it.
do need some evidence other than your sticker on your jacket.
Virginia
we do
Tech.
need some evidence. Virginia Tech, CMU, S-Sun,
Now that I know
Northridge.
you can put anything on a jacket these days, including a Super Bowl logo on a
You
Jordan
didn't see
brand.
hold on, let me turn around. It says Harvard on the back. You know
I'm
what
going
I'm
to
saying?
get one.
They were
I'm going to get one.
They were mad I had a Super Bowl patch on my pullover.
The NFL's like, nah,
They're
we
like,
about to
"Hey, we didn't send that to you.
They were mad?
Speaking of which, I got to remind myself to make sure I got that expense.
Anything else? Nothing good? Nobody
There's
said-
nothing good about that. You're like, Rob G, read something good, but I can't make them up.
Well, what will be good? It's 3 days old. It's going to take her 4 or 5 days to make it, which means it's going to be even older. You asked Ricky's girl.
Because she made cookies that were really good, so I figured I'd go back
So
to the
God.
source.
Oh, good. So then go ask Mrs. Fields. She makes cookies, too, at the mall.
Yeah, but they charge a lot at Mrs. Fields.
Yeah, they got to relax. That's
like
why you need to-
$4 for a cookie?
That's
I mean,
why
come
you
on.
got to go to Porto's. That you don't live. What's the
I don't
closest
live,
one to you?
You know, I'm not rich. I don't live out in the big suburbs.
He had to
and all that
downsize,
stuff.
okay?
Exactly.
I'm not rich
struggling.
either. Ordinary African student. I keep telling you that.
You have a gated community.
That's right.
Your kids go
It's
to where the
just a gate. Y'all can have a gate. Get together and put a gate up.
Your kids carpool with the Kardashian kids. Stop it.
And I live in a rusty gay community. I mean, that's just how it is.
Stop it.
K-Dot, this is how we'll solve the question between two.
I don't want to
Rob,
answer your question.
Rob.
Rob G always says that I don't have to answer questions. I mean, Rob Parker. I
Rob
ain't answering.
Parker. Rob Parker, how many times did your window get broken on your car?
Yes.
Too many, right?
Too many.
K-Dot,
Oh, my
how many
God.
are we on for you?
In life?
No.
In life?
No, not in life.
A few? In life?
Living
yeah.
out here.
Living out I mean, none.
Okay.
Rob's like, I stay in the bad areas.
No.
Oh, God.
Well, where are you going, Rob? Where are you going at 2 a.m.?
I'm just hanging out with, my people.
Yeah, I
That's
bet
all.
you are.
How many Uber receipts do you have this time, Rob?
Let's
2
go.
a.m.s?
Yeah, let's
what
move
we
on.
got? Let's move on.
Oh, the
Rob,
Pistons.
Rob is the dichotomy of man. Just real quick, to wrap this up before we get to the Pistons. You know,
Oh, my
America.
gosh. Please bring up. Yes, I hope.
Oh,
I
here-
know what you're bringing
Rob
up.
Parker had 2 sets of luggage on this
Oh,
trip.
man. This,
Uh-oh.
Rob,
Yeah, we didn't even talk
I
about
gotta
it.
post a picture.
We didn't even talk about
I
it.
gotta post a picture right
He
now.
had the one we've talked about on the show, the $10,000 backpack.
5,000.
Whatever.
5,000.
It's beautiful.
Not
We love it.
10,000.
We love to see it.
It's a nice backpack.
Don't ever
and-
talk to me.
and in-
I got a free one because I had to plug years ago at
And
Herschel
in
Supply.
that backpack was receipts and nothing else. Right?
Stop.
Receipts and cash.
and potato chips.
And then and potato chips. And then the charger he put in my backpack. And then his
did, actually.
clothing that he wore throughout the week was in an old
No.
mattress
No,
Stop.
no.
bag.
No, I'm posting it right now.
You're
K-Dub,
kidding.
A
listen.
clear mattress bag that you would normally get your blankets in. Like,
Yes.
That
had
was ripped up.
that
You're
was ripped
kidding
up.
me.
No, he had to hold it together because it's okay.
Elijah, we're going to get up on the YouTube
Elijah,
at
put the
some point.
camera on me. Put the camera on me, Elijah. Follow me right now. If you don't follow me, K-Dub Live. KDUBBLIVE. K-Dub Live. I'm about to put this up there right now. It's in our group chat.
let me see that.
Because this, they're gonna think we're exaggerating. You had a mattress bag. Let me find it. Was it the group or just the Odd Couple group? I'm gonna find this.
The one that has Jade in it.
I'm gonna find this here, folks. I'm gonna put it up in a minute. K-Dub Live. Make sure you follow me. Got it. Here we go. Look at this ridiculousness. You lucky the camera can't get on me. Look at that.
Here, I'm holding the camera up right here on the zoomed-in photo.
Elijah, put the camera on Rob G.
I don't know if it works so well on a digital camera on a digital
A
phone.
little closer, Rob G. We see it. Put up right there.
That's real.
That
is
was
not
his
photoshopped.
luggage.
Rob.
He carried a mattress bag while he also had a $5,000 book bag. You can't make this stuff up. I'm about to put this on. I'm putting this on the gram right now. K-Dub Live. Follow me, KDUBBLIVE, because you need to see what we're dealing with here so you can fully understand.
Yeah, the only one more grimy than Rob Parker is your Detroit Pistons.
Yeah. Well, speaking of them, the Pistons aren't playing around. By the way, do we have a fun little possible first-round matchup, Raji, that could be fun in the Eastern Conference with the Pistons and the Charlotte Hornets? But they got in a little squabble last night, and 4 guys got ejected. We'll see what all the suspensions when they
Somebody
finally come
gets
down.
suspended.
Oh, for sure. Well, Beef Stewart, he's going to get for sure. They say that's all he's in the end. Did you see his response?
No.
He said, what the blank y'all draft me for? Y'all know what I do. Like, meaning this is what I do. So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it in the sense of I enjoy a little competitiveness, a little, knuck if you buck. A little guys, going at it.
As long as it's real and it's not like.
Well, that one was real.
The thing that I'm starting to worry about the Pistons is like they're trying to emulate too many, like the
Bad Boys and the Detroit basketball.
And the introduction, like you're taking from all these things. You can have your own identity. They've done that. And what can you add to the legend that is the Detroit Pistons? That's all. And as somebody who was covering the NBA during the bad boy times, they had a very distinct thing. Isaiah and Lambeer and Joe Dumars. And like they really, like, right? John Sally.
They went to 3 finals in a row.
You know, like seriously. And then, you know, the 2004 Pistons, which I covered, and they went to 6 Eastern Conference Finals, back-to-back
finals
appearances. You know, they lost the second time in 7 games in San Antonio after leading going into the fourth quarter. So they have a lot to be proud about. Well, I was there. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I covered that team. Like, I was on the road all the time with the Pistons because they were so good and so hot. And I'm just saying, they have their own, they etched their own place. When they used to play that going to work horn in the, am I right?
Oh man,
like,
dude, that place would go crazy.
It was like showtime. And I didn't write every night, but I used to go to every game. I went to every single game. It was always.
You had to be there. That run, it was a playoff, man. They had the city on lock, for sure.
You had to go there because it was so good. But all I'm saying is this group, I just hope it's real and not trying to reincarnate or reenact, you know, trying to be the bad boy.
I get what you're saying. The reason why I think it's real is because a portion of them, a third, because obviously they got some new guys, but there's a handful of the core that was there when they had lost, 27 straight or almost 30 straight.
No, that's
fine. And they were there, so they've been through.
I just don't want it to be
contrived. I get what you're saying, but I think this team, JB Bickerstaff, I think this is him. Like, I think this is how he is. And this is how he wants, when he was saying, hey, let's get together, and Trajan Langdon, and they're building this team. What has worked in this city? What has worked with this franchise? This has been what's worked. And that Detroit basketball team found a way to be just enough themselves. John Mason, as you know, helped to create the identity.
They were different. You know
what
I
mean is they were so much like the Bad Boys, but they found that little nuance that made them them, that I would be hopeful that this team will be so much like them, but find their little nuances that makes them whatever this iteration will eventually be and potentially get a name and nickname and all that. So I just, I'm with it. I'm with it. I just like the competitiveness, even of the Hornets. That was a team that could have mailed it in. Now they had won 9 straight. They found a nice little a group of young players in the Hornets. If they can stay healthy with LaMelo, they got a nice group. So I just like teams that are hungry, teams that'll fight back. And I don't mean necessarily just throwing punches, but that are tough, that'll care, that want to play both ends of the floor, because that's what I love. And that, you and I talk about it on air and off the air, that was that Pistons, that 04, 02-03 to 08 team that you're talking about. They cared. They were competitive. They wanted to be on both ends of the floor. And that's what makes the league fun. That's why I'm a big fan of Wemby, because everyone knows it's Wemby on both sides of the ball. He's playing. So when I see teams that got grit, they're playing.
I like all of that.
I like that.
All I'm saying is I want it to be natural.
I get that. I wonder if they're going to find their little bit that makes them different.
Right.
Because on paper, if you took out the Detroit basketball, that team is almost like the Bad Boys tough. But they found enough to be them, a different team. And I think this team can have that potential. But I totally get your concern.
Yeah, that's all. All right, let's get there. 877-99 on Fox. Guess what?
What's that?
Trash Talking Tuesday is coming up.
Well, I'm actually out of steam. I don't have any trash talk. I use it on you wanting somebody to bake a cake.
Everybody's done.
Yeah, wanting somebody to bake expired cake.
I got a feeling that I'm going to be the subject of Trash Talking Tuesday.
Yeah, well, that's always possible. 877-99 on Fox. Your time to trash someone, something, or anything. It's next. Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The narrative, just like it flipped for Sam Darnold, has completely flipped for Drake Mandy's Patriots.
And I think that's bogus. We talked about it, and I agree. The schedule was easy. One of the things leading up to the Super Bowl, as we talked about it in San Francisco, I mentioned it. I said Drake may have been sacked 15 times. The offense was scoring only about 10 points a game. And I said, this is going to be a tough game for them going into the Super Bowl. But one of the things, I wouldn't jump off the ship if I was Dre in the Commonwealth, and folks who maybe are Patriots fans or folks who obviously watch the game.
He better call
where's
in
Dre?
today.
Yeah, the Commonwealth. Thanks for taking my call. Here's the thing I'll say, though. You and I sit up here all season. One of the things that were consistent was we knew how great that Texans defense was, right? That's a Super Bowl caliber defense. We knew how great the Broncos defense was. Number 1 in sacks. They were getting after it all year. And we also knew the number 1 defense, statistically at least, was the Seahawks. So I'm looking at this as the Patriots. You finally got your just due at the end. What I mean by that is you had to run up to back, 3 of the top 3 defenses in the entire NFL, and you had to play against them. Now, you were fortunate. Your defense is really good as well, and you got after C.J. Stroud. He gave you a bunch of turnovers like a bakery, as you like to say. And then the Broncos, you play Stidham instead of Bo Nix. And then finally you got into a complete team in the Seahawks with their quarterback, the running back. Everybody's, healthy and ready to roll, and you got beat down. Point is, I think they saw we took advantage of a soft schedule. Drake May can sling that thing and can run. And a couple other things. I don't like the way Josh McDaniels handled the game. Second half, you go in that thing, all right, we're down, what was it, 12-0? All right, we're still in this thing. Adjustments. There was no plays. There was no RPOs. There was no, we're going to let him get out there and run so they kind of back up a little bit or have to spy on him a little bit more or something. There was no adjustments. We talked about it with Sean King. No quick strikes. No, we're going to just throw a slant to Diggs or the booty and get it in their hands and let them cook. It was drop back, which was not working. There was no moving tight ends to block that left side that has 2 rookies on the offensive line. Point being, I think there's a lot to learn from this team. I think there's a lot to be had. I think they can see where their shortcomings are. They're the youngest team in the NFL. So I would say there's still some optimism for me if I would be the Patriots saying, all of these things considered, we had a really good season, and we ran up against a historic gauntlet of the Texans, Broncos, Seahawks, defensively, and that was a tall task that I don't think pretty much any team could get through all 3 of those unscathed and actually win all 3 of those, Rob.
Well, I get that, but I think, as Sean King even mentioned, when you talk about the NFL, you could think you have something going, and next year you're going to get – this was a golden opportunity, and that's how they got in. They snuck in. People questioned them all year. They kept winning. Things lined up for them. They did just enough to win. What was the playoff? What did they beat the Bills? 10-7, right? I mean,
the Broncos.
Broncos, 10-7. You know what I mean? Like, they did just enough to get it done. And now you got to – there's going to be a reevaluation on the Patriots. Are they automatically going to be the team to beat in the AFC next year? I don't think so. I think there's 5 or 6 teams I would pick ahead of them next year, and there's work to be done, including from Drake May.
That was a little, I don't know about the 5 or 6. I give you 2 or 3.
There's a few teams. Dude, any team that Baltimore, Lamar's on,
there's
I'm
one.
serious.
I'd say that's one. I'm with you on that.
Then you could also talk about the Bills. You could talk about, a revamped Chiefs, like
you
to
ain't
be in the
gonna talk
mix.
about 'em.
No, I'm not.
You almost threw up in your mouth saying that.
But I'm just saying, there's 3 right there. And if I were to look a little bit harder, even when you look at the Broncos with that defense, and remember, their quarterback played well all year, and he didn't get to play in the game.
Dude, that was the weirdest broken ankle ever.
But I'm not going to throw out Denver because.
No, you shouldn't. That's what I'm saying. It's about 3. I mean, they could feel like we could beat those teams. I'm with you though. I get it. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm just saying. So next year will be interesting to just see how it plays out. But it was a missed opportunity, and sometimes you can sneak in, get one, but they didn't do it. And
are you out on Drake May specifically?
No, I'm not out on him. I mean, 35 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. He had a good year. You can say whatever you want. No, I'm saying
very good year, running the ball too.
And again, Stafford. More people did not vote for Stafford. I mean, that you can look at the MVP thing. He lost by 1 first-place vote, right? But Stafford, 26 people did not vote for Stafford because, of course, there was 2 for
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, and one for Justin Herbert. You know what I mean?
No,
but when you add those, it's unbelievable
I'm saying
that 26.
I understand his offensive line was going through, but let's settle down. Fox Sports Radio, Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a Trash Talking Tuesday, which we're getting ready to get to here in just a moment. I don't think I read this last time. For over 40 years, TireRack's been helping customers find the right tires for how, for what, and where they drive. Ship fast and free. Backed by free road hazard protection. With convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. And also, when the cold weather sets in, everyday aches and pains can linger, but Aleve got your back with up to 12 hours of body pain relief per dose. Aleve keeps you going with long-lasting body pain relief this winter. So try Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains. All right, it's time now, Rob, for Trash Talking Tuesday.
Don't you ever talk about me. It's Trash Talking Tuesday.
It's your teeth, Reggie. I don't know whether to smile at you or kick a field goal, man.
All right, let's get it going. Andrew in Bakersfield, California. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio.
Who you trashing, Andrew?
I'm trashing Adam Silver. Yes, the day after the Super Bowl. And I've said this before, Adam, you're not listening, but why do you think so many international players wanted to come over here and be a part of the NBA? Because it was the NBA and it came from the USA. And so I think your main problem is load management. Can I say it again? Load management. We want to see the stars at the games, and that's all I got.
All right. Hard to argue with that.
I told you, not 2, not 3, not 4. They're not playing today. Not 5.
Yeah,
the Lakers aren't playing.
What about
not 2, not 3, not 4.
Art in Glendale, Arizona. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio.
Who you trashing, Art?
Man, I gotta trash you, Art. Come on, man. All these, man, I'm gonna make it real quick. You don't know no auntie who in charge of the macaroni and cheese on Thanksgiving. You don't know nobody who in charge of the potato salad on 4th of July, or Memorial Day, whatever. But you know who can get you all the latest days. But you got this man Ricky. He must be an intern. She's gonna make that cake, but it ain't gonna be.
It's his girlfriend's cake. Okay.
No, she not going to use the ingredients you sent, because if you get sick, you're going to fire Ricky. Come on, man.
That's a good point.
Don't set him up like that, man.
All right.
But I love y'all, man.
Yep.
Great show.
Man,
Thank
we
you,
appreciate
buddy.
you.
Appreciate that, Art.
That's an interesting point. Yeah, he ain't lying about that.
How about Scott in Pennsylvania? You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio.
Who you trashing, Scott?
Hey, guys, the best 3 hours on FSR.
Thank you, brother.
We
Appreciate
appreciate that.
I am trashing Kurt Warner. I've been listening to the games on the radio long before Moby Dick was a guppy. And I'm going to say this, Kurt, we know you know your stuff. There isn't anybody that knows it better. But, Kurt, you have a gentleman by the name of Kevin Harlan, who is the best play-by-play man ever. Would you please let him do his job and try not to outshine him? Thank you.
Yep. And you know what? That's a hard spot for color guys. Let the play-by-play guy get his call off, and then you jump in. You hear it all the time.
I haven't heard Kurt enough to have a strong opinion on Kurt.
But I'm just saying, for Scott
it
listens,
happens.
yeah.
It happens for sure.
All right, Orlando in El Paso. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. Who you trashing, Orlando?
Two trashes real quick, guys. The Cowboys, because they let DeMarcus Lawrence go, and he won a Super Bowl. They also let DeMarcus Ware go. He won the Super Bowl. So maybe when Cowboys play leave Dallas, they win Super Bowl. That's how it's going to be. And the last one is this Tupsa USA show with Kick Rocks. The only people that were interested in that show, man, is the people who know how much Sudafed Walgreens will give you. Give me a break.
Oh, my God.
Dang. Okay.
All right, I got
Dang,
you.
shots fired.
I know. Chris, also in El Paso. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. Who you trashing, Chris?
Hey, Rob, first-time caller. I'm trashing Adam Silver for ruining the All-Star Weekend and catering to the players. We need to cancel the game, honor the players, and move on. It's over.
All right. Hey, Chris, thanks for the support. Thanks for calling in. And half of the Odd Couple will be at the All-Star game. Are you still trying to go?
Man. You know, I got mad now. I'm doing that
You should
pride
be
thing.
mad.
You, know,
You should be mad.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
So I don't know. But it's also Valentine's Day, by the way. Like, Valentine's Day is Saturday. So,
okay.
We'll see.
We got one more. Can we squeeze another one? Mace in San
shoot.
Diego. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. Who you trashing, Mace?
Gervonta Tank Davis for getting arrested on attempted kidnapping, false imprisonment, and battery. Despite winning 30 fights, 28 by knockout, you cannot stay out of trouble with the law. You have an extensive history dealing with legal troubles. You are the John Jones of boxing. If you're found guilty on these most recent charges, it's only fitting that you get a mandatory sentence in the Federal Correctional Institution in Fort Dix, New Jersey, and be mindful to have a kung fu grip on the soap and become the cellmate of LeBron James' best friend Puff Daddy. And once that's all arranged, I'll be sure to mail you a year's supply of baby oil.
Wow.
No doubt. All right. Yeah, we hadn't heard Mason a little bit. Mason's fired up.
877-99 on Fox. We have time for a couple more people to jump in.
All right.
How about Lisa in Nashville? You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio.
Who you trashing, Lisa?
Lisa, go ahead. Oh, I thought.
Hey!
Oh, I thought she was up. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Lisa. We got you.
I'm sorry. I am trashing the folks that represent Lindsey Vonn.
Wow.
This lady, we already know what age she was in and the state she was in. Now she's stuck together with bubblegum.
All right. Thanks,
Trashing.
Lisa.
All right. Lindsey Vonn's people got a hold of that phone line,
Thank
didn't
you. They sure did.
they? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, man, that was rough. And obviously she, but they're trying to say the injuries had nothing to do with her previous injuries.
You know what? Seriously, I'm trashing my coworkers here, the crew here on Fox Sports Radio. Hold on, we got more. Let me know, Rob G, when we can. Okay. Is that MJ in New Orleans? You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio.
Who are you trashing, MJ? It's about to be LeBron.
That's right. Hey, we don't have that much time, MJ. Go ahead.
I'm trashing and ripping Professor Rob Jedediah Park. Back in 2019, prior to the AFC Championship game, he said New England's reign of terror will come to an end and that he will move to Mexico if the Patriots proved him wrong. They did. Rob fudged on his word, never traveling below the border, in which he should have been nominated for not standing on business ESPY. 2026, what does Rob do? Predict the Super Bowl 60. He drugged Sam, hey Darnold, creating fake interception scenarios, fudging again, which is defined as deliberately falsifying, misrepresenting, and tampering with facts. Therefore, I'm giving him a brand spanking new moniker, Roberto Fudge or Keto. Thank you, guys.
Hey, he keeping track, bro.
Man.
Keeping track. So you're supposed to be in Mexico and recording
I went to Cancun for the
I'm a
weekend.
Believer.
I went to Cancun for the weekend.
Right.
Nobody wants to hear a song about a mid-quarterback who barely did anything.
Other than he did more than Caleb.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. He won a Super Bowl.
That defense did more. It was about the defense.
Give that man his credit,
Whatever.
Rob. It's the Odd Couple. You know what time it is. It's your boys.
Let's get it.
Odd Couple is fun.
Check.
And informative.
Check.
What's up, America? You want to talk sports with 1.5 of the best-looking guys in the game?
That game was incredible.
You are wrong.
You'll be king of the water cooler.
What's it like working with Rob? Rob in his mind is like Chris Rock mixed with Richard Pryor, so I'm running out of fake laughs. Ha ha, Rob. Rob is very passionate.
Son, you ain't ready for this. Well, I don't have BS in my game. I'm straightforward. I'm honest.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice.
And, of course, it doesn't hurt that I'm right most of the time. Kelvin is the nice guy, wants to make everybody feel warm and fuzzy.
You done? Let me tell you the truth. I bring the energy, a youthful energy. Rob's not gonna see this, is he? And I bring an honest opinion.
Michael Jordan, I can't take it anymore. I need a break. I'm gonna go play baseball.
Trash Talking Tuesday is the best.
It's a great opportunity for folks to call in and they get to trash whomever.
Who you trashing, Roger?
I'm trashing LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
They can't even hold Wilt Chamberlain's shoes.
Stop talking about the king like that. It's a new era. Let LeBron be the best, please.
I only recognize one king in the United States, and that's Burger King.
The connection with the Odd Couple audience is incredible. We really invite them in.
And they can relate, whether it be things about our own personal lives or our takes on sports.
Love you guys. You guys are killing it.
Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with your boys. They feel like it's just my guys, just my friends, and they join right in on the show.
We talk with the listeners, not at them.
Obviously, you can listen to us live, but you can still check out the podcast. You can check out our YouTube. You can check us out on social media. So in any way you want to get it, you can get it.
Yes.
There's some yelling. It is some hot takes. It's a whole lot of fun. I'll give you that.
It is fun.
I agree. Begrudgingly.
The Odd Couple.
Sports talk that's too good and too fun.
I've been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Hour number 3 here on the Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, on a Trash Talking Tuesday, a very spirited edition.
Adam Silver was getting smoked.
I know, all over as the All-Star weekend approaches here in Los Angeles. I will partake. I'm sure people will be yelling at me.
Yeah, they might notice you and then yell at you. Right? You're trying to enjoy a little dunk contest. I don't even know who's in the dunk contest.
I don't know if I'm not.
I remember back in the day, this stuff, man.
But I do want to say, make sure you check out our brand new YouTube channel. And we appreciate all the subscribers. And if you want to be a subscriber, just go to Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. Again, do they go one more time, Alex? Odd Couple FSR, yes.
Who types that hard?
Very nice.
That would drive me crazy.
Alex is a banger. I mean, that's what you are with the keys.
Somebody typing that hard is wild.
All right. Subscribe, that subscribe button. Don't break it, but hit the subscribe button.
Yeah, don't break your computer, then you can't watch us anymore.
Thumbs up icon and comment away. That's right. So just search Odd Couple FSR and subscribe. Don't forget Mark Funky Cole Medina coming up in about 27 minutes and last call. A lot to get to. You know what? Somebody hit me up on social media, and it was our Old Man River segment. You remember that? And the dude said that he almost destroyed his keyboard because he spit out the soda he was drinking.
Oh. Oh, Mad River.
Mad River.
Oh, boy.
Nothing. But you know what Party said?
What?
He said he lost it when I said for people to call in, whether you're calling from the Union or the Confederacy.
That was a wild
Remember
bit.
that?
No, that was a wild bit.
He said, dude.
Was that before we went to war with that country? Something or
Yeah, that one. This was that one.
No,
we helped. Yeah, we helped free that country.
Alex,
so, yeah.
We will never be able to play that again.
Imagine me sitting next to you. I said, did he just say that?
No, I did not say that.
No, he didn't say that.
That would never come out of my mouth.
Absolutely not.
Are you mad that Drewski stole your joke?
I know. Everybody's a fan of the
I
Odd
said
Couple.
that first. I'm the one who dropped the N-bomb on TV.
No, I'm not. He didn't steal my joke.
No, he didn't steal. Drewski, and again, that's the thing. You can't. What can you do to somebody? What do you do to Drewski, Rob G? Like, it only makes it more viral. You know what I mean? So what are you going to do? Slap on the wrist?
No.
You're fired from home, but
if you're the NFL, he won't be involved in that. Like, you can't.
He's involved in a lot of NFL stuff.
No, I'm talking about that.
I get you.
You can't fluff that. Fluff that. You can't.
Even Alex couldn't fluff that.
Alex is not a fluffer, and neither is Ricky. Anybody who likes me has to be a fluffer.
Alex.
What is that? I don't even understand
It says on
that.
your bio, professional fluffer.
Well, that's the second part after Odd Couple producer.
Then ... but only for Rob.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It says that.
I heard he got the van to be closer to you. That's what I heard.
He did. So he could just be right there whenever you need him.
It happens. You know, like when you're watching a football game, it's either Seahawks or Patriots, right? The Odd Couple started, so it was Chris Broussard or Rob Parker. Rob Parker all day.
Okay.
Is Shay a fluffer, too?
Shay, are you a fluffer?
No, Shay's not a big time.
Are you kidding me? I'm young. I need to.
Yeah, that's true. I respect that, though. I do respect that.
How else am I going to break into the biz?
Understanding where you are, I do respect that.
Unbelievable.
You got to listen. You got to play the game. Kids, they don't want to hear that nowadays. You got to play the game.
Rob G, can we turn to something other than...
Because it ain't what you know, it's who you know. And for them, for 75% of our staff, they know Rob Parker.
No, they don't. Could you stop? I don't have any hiring. I don't control any hiring.
No, nobody said you are the one that is finalizing it with HR. But you absolutely are the one. Hey, Scott, I got a kid.
It's true.
Hey, Julie. We're all having a Fox Sports radio function, good dinner at Fogo de Chao. Here's a kid I know.
K-Dot, it's funny you say that. I have the MLB Bro website up, and it says, MLB Bro, we hire who we know.
Exactly. It's
makes
right at the
sense.
bottom.
Wow.
Says it right at the bottom. I'm not mad. And here's the crazy part, Alex. I love that he does it, right? Giving people a chance. People,
For
you know, that's
sure.
how this thing works. So that's why I laugh when he acts like he's mad at everybody for hiring their bros or their siblings or their cousin or their son.
What are you
Stop it.
What are you talking? Anybody from my family work on the MLB Bro?
Because they don't want to.
Well,
No,
I need a banjo to read off all the names. Oh, there's Albert, Jacob, Bradley, Tom,
Yeah.
there's no-
Elijah. Then there's somebody named Sod.
nobody from my family.
How
works
is J.R.
on MLB
Gamble
Bro.
related to you?
He's not. I'm the godfather of his kid.
Okay.
There we go.
But he's
Okay.
not.
All right.
But we're not
Okay.
related.
Godfather.
Okay.
I'm the
Okay.
godfather.
JR, you come to me on this day.
Rob G, the best part about this, he's almost convinced even himself.
I know
that
he
if
is.
one of his nephews was like, hey, Unc, I would love to work for MLB Bro. You know how hard I work. Then he would go, no, I'm not hiring you because that would be nepotism. All right, great. What beat you want to cover? What city you in? Are there any brothers there? You would be stopping.
You sound like the interview process, though.
Yeah.
That was
As
very
long as
good.
you
That's
keep
how it
your
goes.
receipts, and if you don't have any, we'll make some up.
We'll
Don't
make
worry
some up.
about it.
No. Don't call me for the receipts. You on your own, but
What, you want a travel bag? I got these leftover comforter
Mattress.
bags. We take those
I
around.
just got new blankets from Ross. You
I
can
forgot
have
to
the
put
bag.
that up. Let me put that up. I forgot to put that up.
No. Don't put it up. Hold on. You're gonna
Elijah's
get-
cooking something up?
Elijah, you got it, right? He said,
Elijah's in here. I don't have anything.
no. I thought he was going to work on the picture. No? Elijah? You don't-
Shake the camera.
He
yes,
says
no.
he needs the photo.
Oh, he needs it. Send it to
All right.
Elijah. Okay. All right.
And not of Aaron, the one of Rob.
No, I don't have any pictures of Aaron.
Shoot.
But if we wanted to cut Ben out of this one, I got a picture just for that.
That
You've
boy-
seen that one, right? Where it's her and then Rob, and then Ben's like way off to the side.
Wait, Ben, the camera's a little wide angle. Go over more.
You do know the new iPhones, you can you scratch it and the person disappears.
Oh, Rob
I know
knows.
Ben Maller has been gone, and he's like, man, he's over here looking like Back to the Future, Shay. When the picture and the brothers and them start fading away, that's Ben.
We got a new name for him.
What is it?
Poof Mala.
Disappearing act?
Poof.
Get out of there.
All right, Rob
All right.
G, can you tell us
We call Ben the other man. All right, go ahead.
college basketball? Let's talk up the little college basketball.
Let's talk college basketball.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's
See,
do it.
Where I just introduced you.
Great,
and-
great segue from
Right?
that last conversation. All right, yes, last night, big game in the world of college basketball, especially if your name's Aaron Torres. He was locked the F in. I was watching the live tweet.
How about how's Bryce doing in Arizona? I'm just
Oh,
saying.
yeah, he's redshirt. He ain't going to be playing this year.
Oh, wait a minute. I
Yeah.
thought he was. Oh, okay.
So,
I'm sorry.
Kansas upsets the number one team in the land in Arizona. Big game for the Jayhawks. However, the only thing anybody wanted to talk about during and after the game was Kansas superstar freshman Darren Peterson. Peterson's expected to be, if not the first overall pick, maybe the second, maybe the third at worst, because he's that good of a player. The only problem is my man hardly ever plays, all right? He's only played in 13 of Kansas' 24 games. Last week, or a couple weeks ago, decided he wasn't going to play the second half of a game due to cramping, allegedly. Didn't play last
Why
night.
are you saying allegedly? If he says he's cramping, Rob G, you're not a doctor.
That's a good point. Okay.
Don't do that.
He had cramping.
Okay.
That's the company line. He was cramping. Last night, the company line was that he had flu-like symptoms, even though
Did you take his temperature?
Bill Self said himself, I thought he was going to play, but apparently he wasn't feeling well enough to play.
Did you check his stool? I mean, you don't know.
So guys, here's the
saying.
question.
Did you check his stool?
Check his stool is crazy 1930s medicine.
Rob, Darren Peterson, when he plays, he's great. The problem is he don't play a whole heck of a lot. If you ran an NBA franchise, are you turned off by this, indifference towards the college game?
I'll say this, and we talked about this before. And how old is he? 18 or 19? How old is he? 19?
I have to look it up exactly.
I
My
just-
guess is that.
Right? He must be 19 years old. He's a freshman, 18 or 19, okay? And Kelvin, here's my concern. Just turned 19. Okay, so I figured that, right?
Yep.
You're 19 and you don't want to play ball. I'm sorry. Like you're in the best shape of your life. This is what you live for. You play ball. Rob G and I talked about it before. When I was a kid growing up in New York, we did all day,
Play
every
ball.
day,
Whatever- whatever the
whatever
sport
it
was.
was, right? And what baseball in the park, basketball game, throw the football around, play touch football in the street, had our own hoop, played till it was too dark to see the ball. Like there was nothing else we did other than play ball. I know you think I just watched TV. All we did
right.
was play ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Seriously. All day, every day. When
100%.
did we not want to play
100%.
ball?
It was just
it's raining out. Okay, we can't play today. That's it.
Man, it had to be raining.
But I'm just saying, this idea that you're in this position, could be the first pick in the NBA. And I'm not saying, I don't know if he was really cramping or he's got flu-like symptoms.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never going to say somebody's not sick because I don't know that.
Right.
And it's unfair to just assume anything. It really is. So I'm not, if he says he's sick, I'm going to take his word. But if you have a guy who is healthy, a young man, 18, 19 years old, in this case 19, and he doesn't want to play, that's not a guy I want on my team. It's just that.
I think this is a result. Couple things, Rob. I think this is something we've talked about quite a few times. This is what happens to me when you have this whole one and done. Like he should just, he's that talented. We knew who he was a couple years back. He should be able to be trying to get into the NBA.
He should know. He should be in the NBA.
Yeah, he should be in the NBA. If the team wanted to draft him, I don't care if he's a bust or the next great.
Thank you.
That happens.
I've always said
2 years, 4 years, 3 years. Guys.
There have been guys for 4 years and they're bust. So what?
And
it
there's
doesn't
been
matter.
guys. One of LeBron could be arguably one of the greatest of all time. You got Kobe Bryant, one of the greats. Like you just don't know.
Only in sports and in
NBA
and football they do it too. Is you could be a prodigy and they hold you back. Like what the players did, because the players agreed to this. Darren got the players to hold the players back, and it
makes no sense. It's hurting the league.
The idea that they would go along with that was, to me, to this day, when you got women professional golfers at 14,
dude, Simone
tennis
Biles,
players, everywhere else, but you're gonna say basketball players and football players can't play. If you're a prodigy, you should be able to play. And if they don't want to draft you, then don't draft them. Why don't you just not draft them because you don't think they're good enough?
Do you know why they call Stevie Wonder? Because he was a wonder kid.
Yes.
He could play every instrument. He was like 12 years old with Motown going crazy. And they would say he would go to different writing rooms and he would hear within 2 seconds.
You have kids graduating college at 14 and 15 and medical school and all kinds of stuff.
Yep. And so it's the strangest thing. It's just basketball. And if somebody's good and they're that great and if somebody wants to hire them, why are you holding them back? It's the strangest thing. So my point to this is I think this is still a result of that, Rob, where you get him and he's like, look, I don't want to get hurt. Maybe I am a little nicked up. Everybody knows I'm only here for 6 months. Let me get to the league. And he's trying to, play the game, do what I got to do to still be known, but I don't want to play too much and get hurt. And this is the result of that to me. If they just get back to, hey, if you think he's good enough, you draft. Well, what if I feel forced to draft him? Well, that's on you. Nobody asked you to. You don't have to draft anybody, but they should absolutely be allowed to, because you know where else they can get drafted to? They can get drafted to war at 18.
They can do everything right, but they would never stop a pianist going to Carnegie Hall at 14 and playing. If they said, oh, my God, we want you to have a performance, nobody in their right mind would step up and go, she's only 14. She can't do it. Of course you would let her, right?
100%. Michael Jackson was like 7. Running around here killing the game. I mean,
he was the lead singer. He was the lead.
Exactly.
He was the lead.
So yeah, I don't get it. It's basketball. They're very talented. You're talking about a 6-month difference for most. They land on campus at September-ish, whatever, August, and they're out of there by March. So like, what are we doing here? What are we really doing?
All right, 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. Do you have a problem with Darren Peterson missing so many games for Kansas? If you ran an NBA team, would you still take him first overall or not? It is the Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, where we deliver insight, not just noise, right here on Fox Sports Radio. Stick and stay.
Especially if you can make it to the cake party on Monday at the US of A.
Cake.
Damn. Yeah.
go, Rob G. Last night I threw up in my mouth, and it wasn't from the pasta that I ate. It was from the idea that Rob G. Matthew Stafford won the MVP.
Guys, well, yes, if you missed it last night, Matthew Stafford is the NFL MVP. We all kind of expected it. He won by 1 vote over Drake May, who will be playing on Sunday.
Nobody expected that. Would you give me that?
1 vote.
That it was that close?
Yeah, and there's good reason why. It's because we mentioned it last year with the Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson situation. When it comes to All-Pro, whoever wins All-Pro historically wins the MVP. Mm-hmm. Matthew Stafford ran away with first-team All-Pro. However, much like last year, a lot of voters flipped their All-Pro vote from Matthew Stafford to Drake May, which led to the closest MVP vote since 2003. And Rob, something tells me you're not happy about it.
We know you wasn't happy about it.
The voters, they got it wrong. They got Justin Herbert. How does he? Because he's 6 foot tall, 6'4", and looks like a quarterback. He got a vote. Like that was the worst vote.
I don't know where that came from.
Josh Allen got 2 votes, questionable as well, especially the way they fell off at the end. Mm-hmm. Very questionable. At one point, he was kind of in the mix.
Well, you're going to be, you're in the mix. You're the reigning MVP.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But still, it was kind of weird. And the idea that it was so close, to me, speaks volumes. Because his numbers, Stafford's numbers, were way better than Drake May. But there apparently were voters out there who just could not come to terms with voting a guy named Stat Padford as MVP.
Let me check it.
That's why he didn't get an overwhelming number of votes for MVP, because his nickname is Stat Padford. Because everybody knows he's been padding stats since he was in Detroit. He padded stats the last game of the year against the Cardinals after he had that terrible game against Atlanta, and he had that terrible fourth quarter against Seattle when they blew that 16-point fourth quarter lead. The voters got it wrong. I needed 3 other voters to come and make this all right. And I know I've had some year, but when I heard the numbers, I was disappointed, but I felt a lot better because a lot of people went the other way.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you felt a lot better, but I think – and it wasn't a blowout, though. Matthew Stafford, you mentioned some of the things that happened, and it didn't happen in the postseason where they've already cast their vote. The stuff that would make people maybe go, oh, it's tight. Like, let's say week, 13-ish, 14, you're like, it's close. I got Stafford right now. Look like they're going to run away with the West, maybe run away with the NFC.
They were the number 1 seed.
Right, the tougher
for most of the year.
Tougher conference. And then the last few games, they do lose to Seattle. They lose a stinker to Atlanta. And they fight. He has to play against the Cardinals. So I do think some people are like, it's that close, I'm going to give it to Drake May. Or some people may have said it's that close, but maybe I really looked at Drake May's schedule. And so both played spectacularly, but I think they got it right ultimately for me, because I'm looking at a guy that was in a we just had Christian McCaffrey here. His division was incredibly tough, as is. In fact, one of the representatives from his division in the Super Bowl is from his division. So he got to play them twice. He got to play the 49ers
But that doesn't
twice.
I hear that.
But hold on, and I go through the rest of that conference and their schedule. So they played an incredibly difficult schedule, and then Matthew Stafford still goes crazy with the numbers. And his numbers were ballooned compared to anyone else. So I think, again, this was no blowout. This wasn't a year where, there's just no rivals, maybe a Patrick Mahomes year from a few years ago where you're like, all right, what are we going to do? Or a Lamar Jackson year a couple years back. This is just, to me, where if I were a voter, I would have edged him out in his favor looking at those things.
I don't think so, because I saw a lot of tweets from football writers who were shocked at how close it was. There were some who thought, wow, with his numbers, that many people didn't vote for him.
But it's what you were saying before we got here. It was the close of the season. And you brought up who they played. Was it the Cardinals? Yeah, last week.
When he put those added, what do you have, 4 touchdowns, Rob G, last week or whatever that got him to the.
So imagine it's the reverse. He throws 2, and he throws 2 interceptions. You know what I mean? Where it's like, and this is how you finish it? Well, that might have been the 2 or 3 votes. So he and maybe that also was what made him win, was going out there and playing, because maybe if people would have saw the last lost to the Falcons, would not have voted well for him. So
I need to start getting a vote. I know I'm in the baseball.
How many Hall of Fame or MVPs and Hall of Fame votes you want?
I need one for the Pro Football Hall of Fame because had I been a voter,
I tell you why they're not going to give it to you.
I wouldn't have. Yes.
No, because you wouldn't have gone into this and saying, well, let me see, let me look at this, let me look at that. You'd have gone in there with, dang it, I've been calling Stat Pafford for 15, 20 years. I got to keep calling him that. And no way I can vote him the MVP. So, no, they ain't giving you a vote. You would have had to go in there. There's no way you could have gone. You know who's an MVP, Rob G? Matthew. You would have stuttered.
No. But I still feel vindicated that despite the numbers, it wasn't a runaway.
You like my remix?
It's the Odd Couple. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington. Oh, hey, Alex. Maybe he's not a fluffer anymore. I don't know. I might have to take that back. Mark Funky Cole Medina going to join us here in about 7 minutes or so.
What does a fluffer mean? I don't even know. What does that mean?
Like always, fluffing you up. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you the best, Rob. Yeah, like a yes,
like a hype man.
Hype man, yes man. Like
877, we're looking for professional fluffers.
Yeah. Rob G's hired. Patrick's hired.
Yep.
Ian be trying to fight for dignity. Evante tries to fight for dignity.
He's not a fluffer?
He's like, he's right on the edge. He's right. He's
Patrick
fluff light.
definitely, huh?
Oh, Patrick, come on.
That's guy. He's going retriever.
Patrick officially is Pillsbury. Pillsbury does, boy. He's so excited and happy. Like
y'all are just.
He is.
Y'all are so mean.
That was Patrick at Super Bowl week.
You walk by, Patrick, NBC, and every time, like, I just want one day for Evante or Patrick to be like, nah, Rob, not tonight. Just one time. Not tonight, Rob.
No, they won't. Every time I walk in, they Rob Parker me to go, Alex! I'm like, man.
I met Patrick's parents, though. Great people.
I miss
Great
them.
people.
I miss
Shout out to Mama and Daddy. They're great.
All right. 877-99 on Fox. Darren Peterson, we're talking about from Kansas, right? Whether or not you would want to have him on your team. There's some questions about whether or not he's really sick and had missed too many games.
Just let him go to the NBA, Rob. Just, you know what I mean? Just let him go to the league. This is a waste of everybody's time. And you can hear Bill Self's mad as heck, too. I don't know. They told us he was going to be playing. Now I guess he's not. And then,
right.
Like,
well, when you do that, right, and you put something
he
in
said
the water.
The last game, it was 7 o'clock. The game was at 7:30. He said maybe it was 7 or 7:30. He said that when they found out, he's not playing tonight. You go in thinking we got our best player, and then you don't.
You heard about Sack Chaser. He's a stool looker. You know what I'm saying?
Sack Chaser sounded crazy, bro.
Okay.
Just like you don't want to make it 5 years.
Andre in Massachusetts, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Dre?
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for taking the call. Listen, this young man, Darren Peterson, I can't put it into words, Frank, of being a hooper, but bottom line, he's not about that life. He's not about that basketball life, and he's got Ben Simmons' DNA, period, end of story. And fact of the matter is, there's been people actually putting the comparison out there to the Black Mamba. They didn't even want to put him in Kobe Bryant's same category in terms of the skill set, okay? Possibly in terms of how he plays, but in terms of his motor and appreciation, passion for the game, absolutely not. I don't want to hear that comparison again, not from Jay Billis, not from anybody in college basketball again. Don't ever speak about Kobe Bryant and this young man in the same sentence because you can't. You have to play the doggone. How are you?
Yeah,
you've proven anything. You're load managing before you prove anything.
Right, I agree. 19 years old and you don't want to play. I don't want that guy.
I get it, and I hear what you say, but again, I just think the NBA will say, well, maybe this is a product of him having to do this until he can get here. You know, the whole one and done. Dre wasn't having it though.
No, Obi in Los Angeles. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Obi?
What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Doing well.
Doing great.
Well, man, stole a little bit of my thunder. I was about to say the same thing, Benson. He's a cautionary tale, right? Because he's a guy who lacks in maturity. That's what you should show cause. I mean, you guys got guys like D'Angelo Russell, Markelle Fultz. I mean, a lot of these guys, you have this talent, but they don't have the maturity to handle what's going to come on the league. And if they're already showing that level of immaturity by not wanting to play in college, it should show you some pause. I'm going to throw another name out there. Joe Barely Cares.
You know what? Hey, Obi, I actually covered Joe Barry Carroll.
I love that nickname. That's one of the best.
Joe Barely Cares is crazy.
Joe Barely Cares. That was I thought it was Peter Vesey, but Obi, you ready for this? This is crazy. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So just because you brought him up, I'm not kidding you. So I'm covering the Nets back in the day. Buck Williams is on the team, all right, and Joe Barry Carroll. And we're in the Knicks visiting locker room, and it's a small place, really small. We're all cramped up together. And Buck Williams' wife is about to have a baby. And so Buck Williams, you know what I mean? So you get ready for this. So Buck Williams, we're asking Buck Williams, when is the baby due or whatever? And Joe Barry Carroll comes by and he says, Buck, you should name the baby after me. And David Steele, who was a reporter for the New York Post, tried to whisper in my ear but was too loud. And guess what he said?
Joe Barely Cares.
He said no. He said, only if it's a girl. And everybody heard it. It was one of the funniest.
Did he swing on him?
No.
Rob, of course this story involves somebody's wife.
So funny.
And it would get there.
Thanks, Obi. I thought I'd share that story.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Yeah, everybody has that person who can't whisper.
Yeah. You know, like he did it all now. Only if it's a girl.
By the way, I'm said person.
Yes,
my whisper game is not the best.
And it was so funny because everybody could hear it because the locker room was so small and everybody was there. All right,
did he laugh too, Joe?
No.
Okay.
Chili Tim in Atlanta.
He found no humor in that.
You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Chili?
Yo, what up, Rob? What up, Kelvin?
Hey, Chili, real quick. I don't know if you've been listening to the show all night. Am I out of bounds to ask somebody's girlfriend to bake me a cake?
Chili gonna definitely say yes.
Are you out of bounds to ask someone's girlfriend to bake them a cake?
Yeah.
Oh, he wasn't listening. Yeah.
For them to bake you a cake?
Yeah, yes. I bought the ingredients, but I just need.
He asked, "Hey man, ask your girlfriend to make me a cake."
Well, she baked cookies for the station, and they were so good, so I think she's a good baker. That's why I asked her.
That's crazy, ain't it, Chili?
Do you know her personally?
No.
I mean, you got to really know her.
No, that's not like the homie for 25 years.
I've never met her.
Yeah. Oh no, you can't do that. No. That's when we be fighting on sight, Rob.
Yeah. See? I tried to tell him, Chili. That's flagrant.
All right, Chili.
Yeah.
All right, what you got?
I say, I don't know about this kid, but I mean, you never know. But I do agree with you guys' argument about letting them play. Think about this: Jokic, Giannis, and Luka all started their pro careers at 17, right? Mm-hmm. And they're three of probably the top 5 players in the league. Let these kids, if they can play, man, take a chance. You do it with the European players. I mean, they did it with Tony Park and some of these other kids. Like, but why do they only punish American kids and usually American black kids at that?
And you know what? It ain't even. I'm going to tell you again, Chili. It ain't the powers that be. The players voted for this, ratified it in the CBA. Mm-hmm. They are to blame. They are to blame. They agreed to this. And I don't know how they did.
Well, they got to undo it because it makes no sense at this point. And this is what you get. Guys are going to mess with the system and not play until they wait for their 6 months. It's like a 6-month bid. till my time is up so I can go to the league. Mark Funky Coat Medina will be joining us in a moment. Right now, Steve DeSager getting you set on what's trending. Hey, Steve.
Hey there, we had overtime in college hoops on FS1 tonight. 13th ranked Purdue, which led 14-1 early, wound up winning in OT at number 7 ranked Nebraska, 80-77. BYU had lost 5 of 6, still ranked at number 22 this week. BYU won at Baylor 99-94, coming from 12 down in the first half. A.J. DeBonsa 36 points. Miami beat number 11 North Carolina 75-66. 15th ranked Virginia, a winner 61-58 at Florida State. Duke's only up 19-18 at Pitt with 9 minutes to go in the first half. And about 9 minutes left in the game at number 8, Illinois, Illini 63-56 over Wisconsin. Just 4 NBA games tonight at New York. 8 minutes to go. Knicks only lead the Indiana Pacers 104-103. Pacers have lost 4 in a row. Houston up 62-58 on the Clippers mid-third quarter. And late first quarter at Phoenix, it's the Suns 29-14 over Dallas. The Mavericks have lost 4 in a row. The Lakers in an hour host San Antonio, but out for L.A. tonight, Luka Doncic, LeBron James, and Austin Reeves. Steph Curry, with his knee injury, was replaced on the All-Star roster by Brandon Ingram of Toronto. The NBA All-Star game is this Sunday at the LA Clippers Arena. Utah will be without Lowry Markkanen and Keontae George on Wednesday. The NHL is off for Olympic break. Men's hockey tournament starts Wednesday in Italy. The U.S. opens on Thursday. U.S. women's hockey shut out Canada today, 5-0. The Americans 4-0 so far. USA curling took silver in mixed doubles, losing the final to Sweden 6-5. The Super Bowl drew nearly 125 million viewers. The Patriots say first-rounder Will Campbell will remain at left tackle. Tackle for the Rams, Rob Havenstein, retired after 11 seasons. Mets shortstop Francisco Lindor could miss spring training. He might need wrist surgery. The Tigers signed pitcher Justin Verlander. Blue Jays outfielder Anthony Santander will miss 5 to 6 months after labrum surgery. Back to you.
Hey, Steve, thanks. Have a great night. Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a Trash Talking Tuesday. And we are now joined by our man, Mark Funky Coat Medina, Essentially Sports, Fox Sports Radio, NBA Insider, Mark G _ Medina. What's up, Mark? How you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic because I get to talk to you and Rob. Hey, Rob, honest question. You have courtside seats for the All-Star game this weekend?
I will be there. I will see you.
Will?
Yes, I will. I'll be there on Saturday and Sunday. Absolutely.
Wow, you will be there, unlike some of the NBA All-Stars that have all these
That's
injuries.
funny.
Yay. That's right.
Yeah, we just heard Steph Curry ain't going to be there. Who else? And I don't know about LeBron yet. I have a feeling something's going to happen. He's not going to play.
It's so bad.
Who, me?
You know what? It's
Yeah,
just
you.
it's so bad. It really is. I feel bad for NBA fans because they
we were fans. What's going on? Why, Mark? Your thought? You've been covering this league for a while. You used to have buzz, and it was. Listen, Parker will tell you this. For black people, NBA All-Star was Mardi Gras.
It was unbelievable. It was.
And we would try. I'm dead serious. 03 Atlanta was crazy. 07 Vegas. Like, we would literally go. It was like a big ordeal.
I remember the one in Vegas, the NBA All-Star game. Were you at that one, Mark, or no? Oh, that's too young.
No, that was I was in college at that time.
Okay, that one in Las Vegas, this is all you need to know. I'm in a cab. It was impossible to get a cab. In a cab, and the cab driver said, I've been in Vegas for 25 years. I've never seen so many black people in Las Vegas.
I'm
That's
telling
what he
you,
said
Mark,
to me. That's what
listen,
he said.
take our word. Black people from like 1999-ish to like 2010 did not play with the All-Star game.
Yes, it was a big deal.
And it just doesn't have that buzz anymore. It's not a big deal because it was like a cultural, iconic thing. Every music, because you fuse music with the game. But point is, there's no real juice. There's no real buzz. I literally don't even know who's in the dunk contest or the three-point contest. You used to know that stuff. So just what happened?
Lucy?
Yeah, well, Kelvin and Rob, I'll obviously defer your expertise on the racial commentary, but from purely an NBA lens and basketball commentary, I think it's just the novelty of having a bunch of all-stars together compete against each other has worn off because we've seen players join up forces through free agency, alliances there, them playing together on the Olympics. But
the bottom line is this, is that even though we're clearly in a different era, there still should be excitement about trying to put on a show.
I agree.
And while I do respect, Victor Wembanyama with the Spurs, he's saying that he's going to take this seriously. Luka Doncic currently out with an injury. He's listed as day-to-day, but the Lakers have made it clear, he wants to play against Dallas, his former team, Thursday. He wants to play in the All-Star game, but when you're looking at those two players, I think they're the exception, not the rule. I think most of the star players want to be there for the endorsement engagements, the Instagram photo ops. But as far as playing the game itself, I think they view it as kind of an inconvenience. So, this new format with World versus Americans, I think it can work only because it's the first time doing it. But I want to be surprised that after you see this work this year, it goes back to the same nonsense as it has been for over a decade.
I don't know how well the world will do because I think Ice might show up at the All-Star game.
Well, hey, look, if Victor Wembanyama is diving for loose balls, as he says he's going to be, I don't think the Americans want to get shown up. But, again, we saw the All-Star game get tweaked, having a target score in honor of the late Kobe Bryant in 2020. You saw teams be more competitive, but it faded away the next game. So I don't think there's a permanent solution because we're in a different era with players and how they view competition.
Well, I hate, Rob and I have talked about it. It's one of the few things we agree on. I hate that we had to even have gimmicks. You would think back in the day it was just a pride and an honor of being an all-star, and they just went and played. But let's switch gears a little bit. Let's talk about the Lakers. LeBron, they asked essentially, you guys were out there competing against the Thunder. How do you compare? Your thoughts on what he said? Was it a big deal? I thought it was a no deal. Rob thought it was a big deal.
It was just a knock at the team. You could have just praised the Thunder without saying that the Lakers can't compete, essentially.
Yeah, I don't think what he said is wrong. I mean, I think if he was a radio host and he said those things, Rob Parker would say, I agree with you wholeheartedly. But I think it's different because he's the leader of the team.
Yes.
You got to inspire confidence. So when he said that, I thought, he's right. The Thunder are a well-oiled machine. They're all young players. They have a lot of depth, a lot of good two-way players. The Lakers, they have a great scorer in Luka Doncic. They have an emerging scorer in Austin Reeves. They have a respectable legend in LeBron, but they don't have any players that know how to defend really well. They got Luke Kennard, who addressed some of their three-point shooting woes, but they are a flawed roster. So I don't think he's wrong. But yeah, I'm with Rob here. You gotta use these moments to instill confidence in the team instead of tear it down.
Wow,
that was a big thing. How about the Knicks have turned the corner? They were going sideways. They've turned things around. How much do you still look at them as the team to come out of the East?
Well, I'm favoring your Detroit Pistons.
You mean Kelvin's Detroit Pistons? Yeah. Kelvin's. He's a Pistons fan.
You're no longer with them after seeing that fight the other night in Charlotte, or what?
No, it's not that. It's just that I don't think they're going to go from 2 playoff wins in 15 years to the NBA Finals. I don't think that's a realistic stepping stone. I just don't. I think the Knicks are going to come out of the East.
Okay. I think it's a coin flip with either team, because I think Kay Cunningham has shown that he is a great young talent, two-way player.
I don't doubt that at all.
Yeah,
I think that's obvious.
I think Jalen Darryn and All-Star Thompson are great defenders, but I think the thing that the Knicks have in their calling card is I think Karl-Anthony Towns has improved as a big. Mike Brown is an experienced coach. I know Rob calls him Charlie Brown, but Mike has shown he's well past how he was in Cleveland. He's more innovative offensively, all that, but I do have questions about the Knicks' durability because they're a little bit older than the Pistons, but I think all things being equal, you can make a case for either team, but I don't think anyone else out in the East really has a shot. Yeah, the Celtics have overachieved. Jaylen Brown's in the MVP convo. They got great role players, but I think law of diminishing returns eventually catches up to them. And, the Cleveland Cavaliers, they got the James Harden trade, but I always have doubts about James Harden in the playoffs. So I think it's really between Detroit, New York. I'd give the edge to Detroit only because they're a little bit younger, but, yeah, the Knicks, have a lot of continuity on their side.
Yeah, that would be obviously a great if they go back to play matchup again, except if it's in the Eastern Conference Finals. But stay there with that fight between the Charlotte Hornets, they won 9 straight. They look like a really nice upstart team. I like it just that it brings some juice. We complain about where's the spirit, where's the fight, and this one was literally a fight. But just the spirit of it, guys competing, they want to win. These are two teams that have been playing very well. They're obviously Pistons, best team in the East. Charlotte won 9 in a row. So to me, I think this is a good thing. If I'm Adam Silver, you don't want guys fighting all the time, but you want the competitive edge that you would ask for years. And I think you're getting it from some of the handful of these nice young teams that are competing out there.
Yeah, I mean, you clearly want players to stick up for your teammates in a fight, but, if you're the commissioner, you have to dole out punishments here because they can't condone it. I think the other sticking point that the NBA has always had, dating back to David Stern, is when a person uninvolved in the initial scuffle leaves the bench and then gets involved. So Isaiah Stewart, as much as you like the fact that he's staying up for a teammate, he's going to get even more severely penalized because he came out of the bench. He wasn't part of the initial fracas. But, yeah, I think from a basketball standpoint, if I'm coaching the Charlotte Hornets or the Detroit Pistons, and thankfully I'm not, but I like the fact that neither players back down. They're physical, they're competitive, and it shows that in the heat of competition and moments of adversity, they're all going to stick up for each other.
All right, well, there you have it, man. Hey, we appreciate it. Enjoy the All-Star Weekend. Hopefully it surprises everybody, and hopefully it ends up being a good
Adam
weekend.
Silver banned Kelvin from going.
He
so
did, by the way.
It's only going to be me.
Ain't that a blip? We got the same people.
I'm going to look out for Rob for his courtside seats. I can finally collect the betting videos.
Yeah, find out what's going to investigate that. We got the same people, same PR people here, and I don't get a credential. He does. Find out what's up with that.
I mean, he's a Hall of Fame legend sports writer. I think it's the same way. Reason why LeBron James got voted in this year, right?
Put the camera.
Wow. All right.
Silver's beef.
Thanks.
See you.
All right, Funky
Thank
Cole.
you. Appreciate you, bro.
you guys.
No doubt. All right, last call, 877-99 on Fox, 877-99 on Fox. It is last call, your chance to hop in if you want to. Hit us up. It's The Odd Couple on Fox Sports Radio.
It's last call time on The Odd Couple. If you had a take and couldn't get in all show, here's your chance.
Your call's important to us.
Call us at 877-99 on Fox. Hurry up. Rob and Kelvin got to get out of here.
So, guys, I know that they don't have a top-flight quarterback. I know that their defense has a nickname that you probably never heard of until yesterday. What, if anything, can these Seahawks do for you to acknowledge that this is one of the great teams we've ever seen?
Do it again. And it doesn't have to be a Super Bowl per se, meaning let's say they get to the NFC Championship again. They love losing a tough one to you fill in the blank. The Rams again, the Bears, the Lions, the whoever. The reason
Lions and Tigers and Bears.
Yes. Oh, my. The reason that matters, Rob G, is because typically when we talk about the teams that are great, they had a year, 2 or 3 of run. Then that's how they get a nickname, Robert. That's how they get that rivalry.
It's not a one-off.
Right.
This is a one-off.
So far, yeah. And obviously for them, they would say, hold that thought. But that's why it matters, Rob G, because this same team was not in the playoffs last year. Right? So, all right, are they good? Is this a one-off? Did they just get hot? Will they lose a bunch of players to free agency? Let me see how this works out. Because you got to have something. The greatest show on turf cooked. And guess what on that team, Rob? Marshall Faulk got an MVP regular season. Kurt Warner got an MVP, meaning they were good. They were dominant for a few seasons. Went to a couple Super Bowls. That's where you get your name, and we got to remember them. We know about the Cowboys of the 90s. So, to me, it can't just simply be where they were really good for a handful of games, throughout the season, and then just went back and they were 10-7 next year, maybe don't even make the postseason, and then we just forget about them. So they have to have. I'm not saying that in a 2 to 3 year run, they got to get back and make some deep playoff runs. Otherwise, it'll just be like, remember that one random team that won, and yeah, okay, cool. Dave?
Yeah. No, I think we're on the same page there. It's just, and all year long, Rob G, you said they finished with a 10-game winning streak. And even throughout the whole thing, people still weren't buying into them.
That's true.
Like we kept talking about it. How come people don't think that the Seahawks, because they still were questioning Sam Darnold, saying, you know, like they came out of nowhere. Are they going to eventually just have that bad game and lose, and that'll be the end of it? And it never came. So it's hard for me to look at them, and I know. And then some of the other defenses that we talked about, Rob G, that Ravens defense, which was just, I mean, that was one of the greatest defenses of all time.
Man.
The other one was
that Bucks team.
The Bucks team. Rob G and I talked about this earlier. They didn't just get they ran balls back. They were scoring, right? And that Super Bowl against your
Multiple
Raiders.
times,
Didn't
right?
they have 3 touchdowns? Didn't they run 3 back? Like
that was an obliteration.
That was the first time I think the number one defense played the number one offense, right, in the Super Bowl.
Rich Gannon was the MVP.
Yeah, Rich Gannon had a great year that year.
And they got beat down. And again, look at that team, Rob G. What do you always like to bring up, Rob? That team had been great, wherever you want to call it. Great is if great is only when you win, then they had been really good. They just couldn't get over the hump, right? NFC Championship games, we would lose to the Eagles. They were right there. We knew the names: Warren Sapp, Derek Brooks, Rondé Barber, Booger McFarland. They had John Lynch. Their team was insane.
No, they had nothing but
they just couldn't get there. So finally, when they did,
when they made the coaching change.
I mean, they made it. That's what you always bring up. So then you go, oh, see, we knew they were really good. Now they finally had that shining moment. And then they were good the next year. They just didn't win it all. So they had a nice year run where we're like, ooh, I'm telling you, they're right there. And that's what the Seahawks would need. Because this is they've been bad for 3 years, or at least they had 1 year playoff with Geno a couple years back. But you need more. So if they come back next year, I'm not even saying they have to win a Super Bowl. But they get to the NFC, it's a really good game, and because then you go, oh, shoot, they might
But
be
you know how
back
the
next
NFL
year.
is. They might not make the playoffs next year.
Oh, we see first to worst. Oh, we see the runner-up in the Super Bowl.
We just saw
not
Kansas
even make
City
the
do
postseason all the time.
So is your issue with this team that they just don't have right now what you consider to be the high-end talent that those other teams did?
It's not that the talent, we don't know if it's sustained.
Because you mentioned the Ravens, right? That Ravens defense was awesome. So of the last 26 years now, this Seahawks defense ranks metrically 3rd best during that run. Ravens are 1. The Bucks you mentioned are 2.
Yeah, those two are without question.
The
right?
difference
Am I right?
is that this Seahawks team's offense blows those other teams out of the water. But you never going to romanticize this team because it's, well, Sam Darnold is whatever.
No.
The Super Bowl MVP didn't score a touchdown.
But the point you just made is what makes those defenses even better. Is that they didn't have the cushion offensively or points.
But what about the team in totality?
Well, no. I know what you're saying.
Because this team scores out higher than the Legion of Boom team that everybody seems to love.
Okay, I get that, but I'm just saying, like for those other two that we're talking about,
they had the run game and they could even throw it deep with
Right.
Russell. He wasn't quite in his bag.
he wasn't there, right?
2 years later, but
I'm just saying, like when you look at it and go, they didn't have much to work with offensively. They had to hold teams in order to win, and they didn't.
And I'm going to add to your point. The reason why we won't think of this team like that Ravens team, that what was it, 01? I'm going to tell you why. That team couldn't allow no daggone Rams team to put up 500 yards on them. Hey, big shout out to Mark Funky Medina. Just joined us out here, and he'll have that up on the podcast. Rob G will, as we've had everybody today. Shout out to Ephraim Salam, joined us as well. Been a really good show. Shout out to you, the callers, for Trash Talking Tuesday. Everybody in the Odd Mob.
I'm mad at the Odd Mob because
What are you
all
mad
they
at
do
them?
is rip on me. I'm a likable
stop
guy.
Stop saying outrageous stuff every day or doing outrageous
What did I
stuff.
do wrong? Just because I want to save money
you
on a
just heard
cake?
First of all,
just because I don't want to carry a big luggage to San Francisco? Alex,
you want to keep going down the line?
I left like 8 pieces of clothes in my hotel from the week.
You're a good man.
And
Dressing the people.
And you know what? The maid, engineer, station, I don't know, engineer,
Okay.
what they call them
I
people?
don't know, you creating a
Some
jobs
name,
now.
instead of saying
Go to
maid.
Indeed.com. What are you
Exactly. But anyway, they might have a son at home or an
It's
uncle.
a big son.
Or something.
Mama. This is a big son just walking around, 6'5". Mama.
I need pants.
Mahmoud got pants.
I got
some
an
strange
I got
man
an
left some pants in a mattress bag.
Jesus.
That just sounds crazy,
It's
too.
crazy.
Like,
But I don't leave underwear, underclothes. It's just
we
clothes.
understand that, but
Thank
it's
gosh.
just something weird about it. Like, you would feel like it was something bad about this. Like, why is there a mattress bag?
Is this evidence?
And by the way, Alex, you weren't here. I saw a dead person in San Francisco.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I did.
Outside the hotel.
Outside the hotel, there was a homeless, unhoused homeless person, and he's leaning over in the wheelchair, like really hard. It's like noon, bright, beautiful day, and he's around a bus stop. And I'm like, am I the only person? Like, he's leaning, like dead weight. You get what I mean? And I'm thinking, maybe he's just sleeping.
But I
maybe
think
he's some drugs.
Kelvin made a mistake.
Here we go.
Because it was chilly and he had a blanket over him.
No.
That's all
So
it was.
this is the part he's about to, So I'm like, man, so I had this little moment where I'm like, dang, this is kind of rough, And then I also turn, and this is all happening in 10 seconds.
We got to talk about the urinating
And a
mouse.
guy whips it out, and he just goes.
Stop.
This is happening all in one moment. And I'm like, okay, this is
Did any
crazy.
get on the dead body?
No. He was about 10 feet in front of me.
That's a lot of sensory overload.
Overload. So I go in the room, pack up, because it was Friday. We're getting ready to take off in a little bit. I come back out, and I'll say this real quick before we get to the last call. And I come out, and the ambulance is there, and they're putting the
kidding
sheet
me.
over him.
Crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
So it was
You're
sad.
kidding me.
Yeah, it was rough. It was rough. It was down bad, man. Wow. All right. With all that being said, last call.
Last call.
I almost thought that was Rob Parker because Sam Darnold won.
This is the last call.
Let's go.
It's last call. Last call time on the Odd Couple.
Jay in Montana.
Tony Montana.
Jay in Montana.
You are
the last caller here on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
I'm right here. You got me?
Yes.
We got you.
Okay, so I hate to encourage you, Rob, because you're mostly wrong or insane. But on this one, you're cool, and that being the cake. So they only put expiration dates on that cake because they have to. That cake has, like, Army-grade preservatives in it. It'll last forever.
See?
The same. What's that?
No, I said, see, that's why I got a good deal on the cake was on sale, clearance, and the frosting was on clearance.
Now, you might have to pay someone to make it if you're, but that's like making toast. Like they said, just like look at the box. You stick it in the oven and anyway.
I don't know.
Well, he's asked. That's the thing, though. He asked
Thanks,
someone else's
Jay.
girlfriend to do it.
But
that's
it's just, she's friendly and
you don't even know her.
But I know
Like, I have a handful of friends that if I asked their wives to do something, they're like, oh, yeah, because we're that tight. We're close. It's like family. Our kids go. Like, you don't even know her. What? Raji, watch this. 3 seconds. Give me your name. 1, 2, 3.
Ricky's girlfriend.
Exactly.
By the way, the name of hour 2 of the podcast, which is going up immediately. Hour 2 - it's okay to ask another man's girlfriend to make you a cake.
What?
That's the next.
That's
thing
going to be the most downloaded episode in Odd
Yeah.
Couple history.
That's
I would wanted to get my friend's girlfriend to make me a cake.
Yeah.
How do?
Unbelievable.
You got to get out of other people's pastries. You down with OPP.
You down with OPP?
Why are you down with
you know
OPP?
me, OPP.
You down with OPP, other people's pastries. You got to relax, Rob.
Somebody says, Rob, that's a flag on the play, man. SMH.
That's a what?
Flag on the play, man.
Oh, man.
Hey, man, how you been? Everything cool? Yeah, so, your lady around? Yeah, I need her to make me a cake. Whoa!
Maybe this is the first sign that I need a girlfriend.
The first.
Yeah, because I can't bake a cake myself.
Well, I was going to go with the mattress bag.
The Jason Smith Show with Mike Harmon is coming up next.
I never miss your radio show. I never hear it, so I never miss it.
Did you hear that?